Leroy Ford was one of the baddest men.
Nah, dude, they call me the kangaroo.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the showman. Still silly songs when the show in. Till then, it's half moon open. Sometimes cold takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever trade again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor, it's cooties galore. So many more from 6 in the Mars, never more. Man, if I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J-Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin. Two who Tobin is.
Oh, thanks, Low Dog, for nothing. Well, couldn't go last night, dude. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Tobin and Leroy here with you. We are live from Lone Depot Park for opening day as the Miami Marlins are going to welcome in the New York Mets today to start their season. Leroy, this is
awesome.
Unbelievably cool view.
Yeah.
I mean, we are live from the broadcast booth right now.
Yeah.
Looking down upon a beautiful baseball diamond.
Almost right behind home plate.
We are here so early, the lights aren't even on yet.
And
that's
why
be a trip.
That's why I'm taking a mugshot on Twitch and YouTube.
Witness protection, huh?
Witness protection.
My boy.
All he needed to look.
All I know is that it was a dude. He was wearing a black. I think his name was David.
I think you look spot on, dude. You look good.
I can now snitch without being identified.
It's a lovely windbreaker that you have on.
Yeah,
it is.
It's really light. No, it's not. It's like
beautiful.
a shirt.
I'm just complimenting you.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, man, it's exciting to be out here today. We are looking forward to having some fun. I am going to be on the Jumbotron later. I am very excited about this. I'm going to badger Mets fans. They are going to get the business today, just so you know. Just so you know, Mets fans.
You've been
I
practicing?
got to tell you.
Oh,
I got to tell you.
I've been practicing this my entire life.
Watch this.
Wait.
Antagonizing people.
Wait,
What do I need to practice for?
Wait.
Give him the
You
bird.
wonder whether he knows how to antagonize people, and I'm on the show?
Yeah.
Really?
Easy does it. Samesies.
He's been practicing for this his whole life, and I've just been the next stage in that effort.
So it's a very exciting. Well, listen, we got a busy sports weekend
Why are you
here.
so bright?
What are you talking about?
J-Fig is kind
Do
of.
you want to switch spots with me? Like, would that make you happier?
No, I'm good.
I think you'll be all right, man. Don't worry so much about people. You can be seen. I promise you.
Look,
Can you hear me now? Hey.
Whoa.
when you look this good, you need to be under the lights.
I understand.
And for some reason,
They're gonna
they're
be
trying to save money.
Well, yeah. Like, why would you imagine an electric?
They do hitting. They do batting BP in like a half an hour.
Yeah, and I think it just goes. Just turn them on.
Oh, really? Remember in the old days? Remember the old days, like when the Super Bowl went dark?
Yeah,
and had to
you don't
warm up.
I don't think it has to be like your old school gymnasium lights where they need to warm up. I think that they can just go. I think it's like LED, right on now.
Tell you what, though, them sponsors are bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of money. You
Yeah.
know? Gotta do it right.
I'm looking at some of these little setups, like the hair club right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at Auto Nation, that literally looks like a dealership.
I don't
Like if they had cars parked in there and selling cars.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm talking about over here.
No, I see it. I know.
No, over here. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love that's our favorite spot to hang out. We love going
The
to
Budweiser. Yep.
the Budweiser Terrace.
You can get those 78-ounce waters
Get those. Very tall waters
with no top.
As Brooks Koepka says, hydrated. That's what we do.
You gotta stay hydrated.
You gotta
today.
stay hydrated. You gotta stay
Yes.
hydrated at a baseball game, dude. And you got the Mets in town. I hate that team. They spent a lot of money. Obviously, they probably hate this place because Edwin Diaz got hurt during the amazing World Baseball Classic.
That has nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us.
To Edwin Diaz.
Yeah, nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
We got everything else.
This is a beautiful park.
We got the Sandman on the hill today,
Yes.
defending Cy Young Award winner.
Yep.
El Caballo,
Goosies.
big horse on the hill, ready to deal. Go 9 innings, shut
Wait.
it down.
El Caballo is not big horse. That's just horse, right?
Yeah, but he is a big horse.
It's just horse.
Right.
It's
Even
just
I know.
Caballo Grande.
All
That's
right.
big horse.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, I know what I'm doing.
You are le petit chopodi.
Petite?
Petit. Oh no, that's French. Sorry.
He gets it mixed up.
Minuto.
Okay. I don't know French.
Let's get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car
Oh.
store? Palmetto Ford.
Hold
Did you
on.
bring your trucks today?
Wow,
Are you
brought
kidding
us-
me? Trucks travel, baby.
He knows his trucks.
We know trucks.
And
Park that
last
puppy
night,
right there. Hopefully, I'm gonna save a little space for some food,
Yeah.
because
last night we went split skis in the local sports scene.
No, we didn't. What the Heat did could have made all the teams in South Florida lose.
Okay. Well, that's not true.
Yes,
the
it is.
Panthers did win. The Panthers got a big
They
win in
did win.
overtime.
They did win.
So we went-
Third period goal.
Yep.
Little comeback. Then
Little-
win in overtime.
So the Panthers did win, but the Heat, as you said, they pooped the bed. Pooped the bed in the fourth.
I-
It was a nice game back and forth. And then all of a sudden, just like midway through the fourth quarter,
They scored 8 straight, and that was it.
over.
Over,
But it
and-
was a little bit weird. I'm not saying it's the reason they lost. It was weird that the officials decided to just take 2 points away from the Miami Heat.
And I wonder, like, they go, yeah, we messed up. He didn't double dribble, but they didn't blow the whistle till after the play was over anyway. So why couldn't he get the 2 shots?
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
And then they have 4 seconds to shoot, which you might as well just give the ball to the Knicks
I don't.
and let them set up.
I don't understand how an official screws up. You go to a television monitor, you have a meeting, you realize those 2 points should have counted, and their solution to it is we're going to punish them.
Well, because
we messed up.
No, because here's why. I know why. Because you go to the infraction point. And once you determine that, everything that happens after that is a moot point.
There was no infraction, though. That's
No,
the
but
point.
that's what you go to where you called it. See, when he calls double dribble, the shot never happens.
It's ridiculous, though.
It is.
It's
It
ridiculous.
is because he never should have stopped the play. But when you called the
It's not like
Double
It's
dribble.
not like Josh Hart stopped defending.
right, I know
It's not like Josh Hart stopped defending.
he blew the
it's,
whistle. Listen,
It's ridiculous.
he blew the whistle after Jimmy shot the ball.
I understand.
But he was blowing the whistle about an infraction that supposedly occurred
But it
before the
didn't.
ball.
I
was shot.
understand, but
Right.
we all have eyeballs, and
No,
what
of
it should
course.
be is I screwed up and I
Here.
cost the Heat 2 points.
Can I just
They
say
should
this?
have 2 points.
You can go through officiating in all of sports. The one thing that's absent from all of it, because of all the various rules that they have, is common damn sense.
Yeah.
No, any
It's so
sport,
weird.
any sport.
And like Jimmy had like a long talk with the guy afterwards. He's just like, "Hey, man," left
Right.
Josh Hart hanging.
Like,
See, Josh Hart was just standing there. He's just like waiting for Jimmy to dab him up, and Jimmy just ignores him. He keeps talking to the rest.
So for example, like common damn sense, a few years ago, when the guy took out the Saints player, the Vikings player took out the Saints player, right? Common sense says, yeah, we missed that one. Let's fix it.
Right. Then they overfixed it.
Right. So no, they fixed it with a rule because nobody has any common sense.
Mhm.
You try to tweak the rules so you can avoid having to use common sense, and you make it even worse.
Right.
So that's the problem. Like, look, I get what rules are. I think you have to have rules in place, but at some point during the course of a game, you don't need a TV monitor. You don't need a huddle up. You just go to your buddies and say, "Yeah, I missed that
I
one.
messed it. Give
Let's
them-
get it right."
Let's give them their points.
He's never going to get the
But
point.
that's stupid.
But
But do you understand? Like that's dumb.
Right. You stopped him from scoring when you called a penalty that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you go and review it, you go to the point of the infraction. Not so according to it,
No.
nothing happened.
What you're saying
after
is
that.
what they do. What I'm saying is what they do is stupid. You can't.
Right.
You can't go back to an infraction that never happened. Ergo, you should be at a spot where he gets his 2 points because I
Right.
never should have stopped the play.
Right.
Nobody stopped defending. It's not like Josh Hart went, "Oh, double dribble. Let Jimmy score." Okay, then I'd hear you out. The play continued as if it was a continuation,
Right.
and they were going to call basically an offensive foul on Jimmy, and he should have gotten his 2 points. Stupid.
And not to mention, you made it worse
And give it
because
a
it gave you
and
4.5
give him 4
seconds.
Like on a
Because then the Knicks went down to score.
Yeah, you should at least get like the reset of like 14, like when there's a kick ball or something like
Right.
that. Like
And-
it made no sense. Again, a lot of reasons the Heat lost. first of all, Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, all basically no-showed. I mean, can't get that from you. Can't get 4 points from your top 3 guys in the fourth quarter.
Here's the thing. While we talk about all of the others, Duncan and Struce and Caleb and Vic and Kyle and all that, you have 3 guys on your squad that make the max.
Yep.
So if they score 20, 20, and 20, then come talk to me about all the other guys.
Yes. No, the other
But
guy,
it ain't happening.
the only reason there was a game with the other guys
Was because
was
the other
Gabe
guys.
Vincent and Duncan Robinson. I mean,
Right.
Duncan Robinson playing the most minutes that he had since December.
They were reminding us the last time.
Well, yeah.
Every second.
And listen,
Hey, Duncan hasn't played this many minutes in a couple of months. He might need a break.
I know. I thought Duncan played some good defense yesterday, too.
Right. He was staying
getting
in
after
front.
it.
Right.
He was getting after it.
Moving his feet. Well, he has the freshest legs in the building.
Well, look, trust me, I could use 2 days off from that team.
I just think this. We all sit here and talk about all the things that have gone wrong on this team. But here's the most important part. Your 3 max guys have to play like max players.
Absolutely.
And then you worry about anything else because we were so caught up in this is going to be our base. This is going to be our core.
Right.
This is going to be those guys, you're dependent on them every night.
Absolutely.
You are. You 100% are depending on those guys every night, and they have to start understanding that this team lives or dies with their production.
I got frustrated with Spo last night too, but we'll talk about that coming up later on in the hour. I'm excited though. Look, I need a couple days off from that team. We got bigger fish to fry. We got Marlins and Mets.
Sandy against
Scherzer. We got Jim Larinaga and the boys going off to Houston. Did you see the scene yesterday of them going off to Houston? It was really cool. The send-off for the Final Four was really cool.
Let me explain something to you. You want to see a bunch of college kids get together?
Woo.
Send somebody on a send-off or on the way back.
Love a send-off.
Right?
Yep.
Coming back.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
That was really cool yesterday. I got the goosies watching that yesterday. I'm not going to lie. Seeing Coach L there and the whole crew get a chance to get that send-off from the Canes and seeing it from the students. I saw Cristobal was there too. Listen, Cristobal, it's time to set the game up, dude. Let's go.
Hey, can I just say this before you do your thing again?
What am I doing?
What
am I doing?
It takes longer in football to turn this around than it does basketball. Because basketball, you have a transfer portal, you can do it with fewer players because only 5 are playing at a time.
Okay. But
one's because football, it doesn't. Everything that you think will carry over and improve doesn't necessarily carry over. So while you're filling a void at another position, you're not taking into account that somebody else might not have his. It's so many moving pieces.
Look, I don't know what you're objecting to. What I'm saying is, let's get it going, dude. That's all I said. What's wrong with that?
Don't get him to throw his
No,
headset.
here's
Okay?
what's wrong with that.
I'm
not criticizing.
No,
I'm not belittling. All I'm saying is, you don't think Coach L, you think Coach L just goes over to Mario Cristobal and goes, hey, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you, Mario. I'm going to Houston.
First of all,
I'm going to go try and win a championship.
First of all, Coach L says it with a lot more enthusiasm than that. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you can get it done.
I believe you can get it done.
That's Doc Rivers.
The Coach L too. He got Coach L.
He's a little horse. Everybody's just got that horse voice.
So yeah. Look, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited for the day. Right? The only team that can ruin it for me is the Heat. They've started.
Oh, they've been doing it. They've
yes.
done what a 180 it's been from that Knicks win last week when Jimmy Butler was mocking Julius Randle. That was another part. They didn't have Julius Randle for half the game.
Can you answer this question for me? And I would like you to put this in its proper perspective. Or I don't know who to blame. I don't know if it's on Spo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Why does this team play better when they only have 8 dressed
It's a good
than
question.
when everybody is?
I don't know. I don't have a good
You
answer
see
to
what
that.
I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. I
Is
don't
it
understand
because
that.
while everybody says stay ready so you don't have to get ready,
Mhm.
it's something to be said about going to work every day and knowing what your job is every day.
I don't disagree with you, man. All right, we'll take a quick break. Lots of fun to come from Lone Depot Park as Marlins and
Look,
Mets
they
get
even
going
put
today.
fake people on the Jumbotron.
4:10 first pitch.
See little fake people?
No.
I do like the fact
Oh,
that.
okay, okay.
We'll be back with more after this. I like you scrambling.
No heads up, nothing.
What do you want me to say?
Right?
You weren't gonna put him on anyway. I was trying to tell you that earlier in the show today, and you were like, "Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna put him on. You just talk to me."
No. I have a problem sitting right next to somebody and communicating through a mic when we could just talk.
Okay, you realize that was one of the reasons that you cursed on the air one time, though, right?
But we haven't even started the show. I'm going to come to his defense right here.
No.
Yeah,
There's no need to come to his defense. First of all, we're across the room from each other, and we can hear each other perfectly now because we have microphones. Second of all, it's just a weird thing for you to object to. Like, we could check your mic, we could hear how you sound, for you to object this while I have headphones on and you don't, and you sound like it's weird. I don't know why you're objecting to this. And then the last time
I'd say we can read each other's lips, but you don't have it.
And I'd say that the last time, yeah, that's fine. You can take cheap shots.
Which is why you should have told him before we even came back from commercial break. He could have cursed.
I know, but it doesn't matter because you wouldn't have listened to me anyway, J-Fig.
Yeah,
useless point. No, you won't.
Yeah,
You did the entire beginning of the show.
Wow.
And this is exactly what happened at Twin Peaks when you cursed when we were talking about Hassan Whiteside. And you dropped a mother bleeper on the air.
Well, he wasn't a topic that he could have easily done that just now.
I don't know.
Wait, first of all, Hassan Whiteside has got that reaction from a lot of folks down here.
Fair point.
So.
By the way, we did hear that coming in, 3 Doors Down. Music fans, 3 Doors Down coming to Meisner Park in Boca this September, and we got your chance to win tickets. All you have to do is go to the contest page on WQAM.com and enter, and you can be going to see 3 Doors Down. This is a Live Nation show. Those tickets courtesy of Live Nation. For more great concerts, go to livenation.com. We are here at Lone Depot Park. I'm going to give a little viewski here to the YouTube audience, but you guys can see the ball field.
Look at that awesome view.
That looks cool right there.
Awesome.
That does look cool.
Put a little bit higher, a little higher.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We got that all. So it's an exciting day. It's an exciting day. I mean, by the way, you want to know something? This roof?
Yeah.
Good investment. It was
Nice.
raining like holy hell when we got in here.
Here.
It was, dude.
No, I'm saying, of course. But only the Marlins could do the Marlins and have it open when it rains.
That was like 9 years ago.
So what?
Get over it.
Wait. That's like, wait.
You know what today was?
Oh, boy stepped out of the back of the end zone. We still not letting him forget it.
The
That's the equivalent to that.
No, you're not letting Orlovsky forget that. You know?
He's been replaced. Didn't someone else do that this year?
Yeah,
Yes.
somebody else did do it. But
Wait, who was it? Was it like Daniel Jones or somebody? No, who was it?
Nah, let's just say it was Mac Jones.
Who did it this year? I don't remember.
My favorite is you roll it out and you get ready to throw it in your Oh no, did I?
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo did it?
That's what they say.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he doesn't seem like the type, but
Yeah.
sometimes all brains and all dumb, and when you're all that handsome, you got a little bit of a dummy upstairs,
Really?
Yep. Yep.
So that's the equivalent to Box of Rocks?
Yeah.
I don't think people think he's a Box of Rocks. Do we?
Really?
A little too handsome.
Huh?
Can't be my Francesco QB.
Why?
You want to be like adorable, like Tua, Tua's good looking, but he's not like model handsome.
Tom Brady is good looking.
Yeah, he's had a lot of work done.
A lot of
He's like a real housewife. He's had a lot of work. Tom Brady was going bald after that 3rd Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden
He
hair
has
is
had
different.
some work done.
No,
for
dude.
sure.
different.
Nah,
Go look
he's
at
had
Owen-
some work
go
done.
He's
look-
basically comparing him to a chia pet now.
look at Tom Brady.
We're talking before he started looking like the Crypt Keeper.
Dude, I'm telling you, go look at Tom Brady in those early 2000s, and then go look at Tom Brady in the 2010s. It's
I
a
will say,
miracle.
yeah, you're
It's a miracle.
pretty spot on.
No,
Yeah.
he looks like a real housewife. Like he's had the work done. It's
Tobin,
okay. No
that's
shame
all
in that game.
avocados.
All avocados and never had a strawberry, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
He never had a strawberry.
I got so mad yesterday seeing on Will Manso's Twitter account. Did you see that these stupid Mets fans had a rally at the Hard Rock? A pep rally.
What?
At the Hard Rock Hotel here?
Yeah. They had like Keith Hernandez and I don't know. Benny Agbayani was probably there. I don't know. But it was like, hey, Mets fans, grow up, dude. You have your own opening day when opening day is your opening day. I'm going to get to have a little vacation opening day down here. They got another thing coming today. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
That's why they did it.
Hey.
They needed to mentally prepare for you today.
You are a piece.
What do you mean?
of work. Do you realize in every sport, every team that comes down here brings a boatload of fans to enjoy this beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Especially football.
Nice of them.
Everybody's trip, like every team plans a trip where they take some of their season ticket holders and they take them on a trip. Usually it's either LA or Florida. Some go to Houston or whatever, depending on who you play, or Tampa or whatever, right? They bring them to the heat. So we're used to seeing fans have rallies and get-togethers from other clubs in any sport. It just happens because we live in South Florida and it's awesome, and they're jealous.
I hate it.
You can hate it, but that's the way it is.
Do you think Keith Hernandez, when he got on stage there, learned how to say Jazz Chisholm's name? Or do you think he's still struggling with that one coming into today? I hope he's probably saying it in the hotel mirror this morning.
Chaz Chisholm.
Whoops.
Chaz Chisholm. Wow.
Got De La Cruz and Sanchez returning in the corner outfield positions. They can play all over. Chaz Chisholm is gonna start in center field.
When you say his name like that, you have to redo the whole name. You can't just throw and fix the last name because you butchered the first name too.
As if Jazz Chisholm couldn't get any cooler. Did you see what happened yesterday?
No.
Got signed by Jordan Brand.
He
Oh,
did.
really?
I saw that.
Whoa. Dude's cool factor just keeps going up.
It's true.
Just keeps going up.
Too much swag.
Too much sweat. Something I'm wondering.
Dude, he has he's one of the few players, and this is no lie, where some players you look at him and you say that guy is too cocky or that. He just has a level of confidence, and when you talk to him, if you don't know him, you would think he's cocky and arrogant, but that dude just has confidence in what he's doing.
Yeah, and buckets.
Yeah,
he really does.
That's it.
It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing, and it'll be exciting to see how he makes that
now,
adjustment.
Tobin in other cities are going to be going, look at the prima donna. Look at the show.
Ronald Acuna.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but Ronald Acuna's a crybaby. You know, like Jazz Chisholm isn't going out there like, oh, he was trying to hit me. That's Ronald Acuna if you look at him the wrong way. Thinks everybody's out to get him.
That's got to be weird, huh?
What?
Cutting grass indoors.
Yeah. I imagine that. Do you think that this is like the Zamboni driver? Like this is the show.
This is exactly what
this is the creme de la creme for the grounds crew. You know, like if you're a lawnmower rider.
This is the show for.
Yeah.
Ask him how it works, Tobin.
Wait, no, that's what they use. Let me tell you. You know what they use those for also?
No.
Greens.
Oh. So what do you think is like the dream if you're a grassman? Do you think it's to run a baseball field or you think it's to run a golf course?
It's got to be golf.
It's got to be a golf course.
Because you got to change the greens. You got all types of different levels of grass.
No. Okay, Snoop Dogg.
What?
Like that there is crimping beak.
I think I would prefer a baseball field.
You really got to get the Bermuda grass. You know, when you snip the little.
I'll tell you what, the golf courses use Bermuda grass, Tiff Eagle.
Oh yeah.
Up north they use bent grass, and then they oversee during the summer.
The grounds crew at the old stadium. I don't know if these are the same guys or not, but the grounds when they had to roll out that tarp. I mean, those guys were heroes because they had to be the experts at getting that tarp on, getting that tarp off. One time they got caught under it. Remember that guy who got caught under the tarp?
Who like
it's
he
tough.
Was done.
It's tough.
Hey, the guy at home plate, he's a tarp guy. He's just making sure they don't need it today. Home plate guy.
You think that he's just observing?
He's a tarp guy. Or the manager.
Oh,
You're
man.
soon to say something else.
No, I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this. regular season game in Japan, and that one counted. And then they
Yeah,
came
like
back, played
before-
some spring
right.
training games. That was kind of weird.
I think of all the sports, football is the least international.
Oh, the lights just went
Well,
on. Some of them.
Jason said that the music is about to start
Ooh.
because they're getting ready to start batting practice.
Yeah, I'll put this.
Look, 10:40.
there we
Look at
go.
that.
Now everybody can see the view over
Yeah,
there.
look at
Look at
that.
Leroy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
Nice.
cool. Wow. Now you guys can see
Marcos,
the
you
whole
see that?
That
view
is
in the
beautiful.
booth there from everybody. You jealous, Marcos?
Oh, jealous. Why would I
So,
be jealous?
so depending on
Stupid.
Marcos
Who
has
you
a great
ask?
view outside that window.
some teams like a fast outfield,
It's so
and a
nasty
fast
outside,
infield.
too.
Mm-hmm.
and some teams like a slower infield.
Right. Some pitchers.
Some pitchers,
Some
right?
pitchers too. Like they'll
Right.
like water down the dirt a little bit more, or something like
Um,
that, or the grass a little bit more.
But I would say for this ballpark, if you don't have a bunch of people launching the ball, you want a fast outfield.
That is,
so
look, that's the theory of this team, right? Like you have a huge outfield. It's kind of hard to hit home runs here. In past years, harder for them to hit home runs than the other team, but they are trying to go with more contact, which is kind of the theme of what baseball is going with this year, with getting rid of the shift and putting more balls in play and limited pickoffs, and so more stolen
The
bases,
bases
more
are bigger.
speed, more contact. Bases are
we're-
bigger. So all
like
that.
I feel like we're gonna have like a bobblehead size bases. I don't know, like how much bigger can you make a base?
I'm up for baseball changing some things up. It's all look,
The
I,
shot clock needs to happen. I'm tired of seeing both the batter and the pitcher go back and forth.
that's gonna be a
with
fun thing
their-
to see. That's gonna be a fun thing to see. These guys apparently it's shaved. They were saying like a half hour off of all spring training games,
Right,
and that's with all the subs too. So
right.
pretty cool thing. I think that's gonna I think that if that translates, that's gonna be a big deal. Because sitting there and watching 4 hours of a sport is a lot. It's a lot.
I also like they did away with the shift, although I will say this. They will take the shortstop and move him as far that way as they can.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? So they might not have the shift, but they'll still move everybody over to some extent. And who's to say they can't just bring an outfielder over there?
You can't. It's like a formation. You can't you can't do that. Like
All
it's they are limiting it. And I'm for that. Like, look, basketball has you can't be in the paint for more than 3 seconds. Football, you can only have so many guys on the line of scrimmage. I don't understand what's wrong with that. With they have a rule. Okay, cool. We took advantage of something. Let's outlaw it. It's stupid.
I think what has happened and why it made baseball worse is because when you think of guys like Pete Rose, when you think about guys like Tony Gwynn, guys who perfected the art, Ichiro, guys who perfected the art of hitting the baseball without hitting home runs. Now they're going back to that.
Yeah.
So and the Marlins have two guys who really don't strike out but put the ball in play.
And you think about the idea of, like it's already a game of failure. The great ones do it
Right.
70% of the time. Like, all right, like it's already hard enough. Like you're like, oh, hit the other way. Okay, that's cool. For the elite guys, like
Right.
let's not let's not take away. Let's just not make the game just be meaningless. Just watch nothing but strikeouts all
Or
the time.
home runs. Let me ask you this. What is more important to you? Because I've had this argument with many people. Home runs or batting average?
What's more important?
Yeah.
Most people would say home runs.
Right. But you don't have, like, everybody doesn't have that dude.
No,
And everybody
doesn't have that
thinks
dude.
they're getting that dude.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, the Yankees are in a unique situation. So are, say, when you look at the Angels,
Mhm.
why they aren't winning more is a joke. The Padres.
Padres are stacked.
Right. So they have all these guys who hit bombs, but because it happens so infrequently, like at some point it catches up to everybody when you don't have, when you can't play situational baseball.
So last night, Miami Heat, they lose to the New York Knicks, fall apart in the fourth quarter. Jimmy, bam.
Well, in order to fall apart, you have first had to have it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close game. There was a lot of lead changes, but like there was a particular point like where the Knicks go on like this run, and it's over. Like they just so it was a good game. It was back and forth, but up until that point, even Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, just nothing. I mean, like Jimmy and Bam not getting to the free throw line. Bam, who's man, his post All-Star break numbers are perplexing and frustrating because
he's missing that shot. He's missing that shot that he was like deadly on.
I see a guy who's really playing in his head right now. Like I think a guy, Bam playing, was playing pretty free and easy early on in the year. And then I do think that this past game, I think that, there's been a lot of his rebounding going on. I thought that he made a big effort to rebound and defend, but I don't know, man. Like it just on the offensive, there's just no flow for him. He was turning the ball over again in the third quarter yesterday, and that felt like it really flustered him. So he's been a complete mystery and letdown since the All-Star break. Tyler couldn't back up what he did in Toronto that second game around, just wasn't efficient. And you got nothing from him in that fourth quarter. And then Eric Spoelstra, after the game, he's just doing the thing again where I'm just like, hey, I know he's not a yeller, and I know he's not a rip the team type of guy. But when I heard this, I wanted to jump out a window. I wanted to find a 2-story building and jump out a window just to clear my head a little bit, because it was just this theory that he keeps going with. Do you have him after the game, Marcos? This is Eric Spoelstra.
There's a fire. We have to. Our guys are embracing the struggle. There hasn't been anything easy about this season, and sometimes seasons go like that. But the resolve is there, and it may not feel like it right now to everybody on the outside, but our group feels that we can beat anybody, any place, anywhere, anytime. We just have to do it. And our group is built on competitiveness, and playing in these kind of games where there's great consequences. It's been a disappointing 48 hours. 3 straight games, but we'll get back to Miami, put our arms around each other, have a prep day on Friday, and get to work and get ready for Saturday.
There's a couple things.
Embracing the struggle.
Embrace the struggle, J-Fig. No, they haven't. No, they haven't.
I don't want to embrace the struggle.
They haven't embraced the struggle all year.
Struggle when you don't have to. Here's the problem. He says this group feels like they could beat anybody. Unfortunately, they also feel they could lose to anybody.
No, that's the thing. Like, okay, look, they have had, I can point to this season, 82 games. Great. I can point to 9 games. Wow, that was impressive. They beat the Sixers. Wow,
Right.
They beat the Cavaliers. Wow, they beat the Celtics.
It was a couple of weeks ago when they just dominated. Who was it? Was that the Knicks game?
Oh, the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Memphis Grizzlies.
They killed the Memphis. Like, great. But you want to know something, dude? All respect to Eric Spoelstra, one of the greats. But you don't think every other decent team around the league can look and say, we can play with anybody? Remember that game against the Celtics we won? Like, all decent teams are going to have nearly a dozen games or just under those. They feel really good and say, that's us at our best. The thing that's been wildly perplexing, and when you say that they've embraced the struggle, Spo, why I can't buy that is, well, no, you don't, because you sit here in these situations where you show what you're capable of, and then you walk into these games against teams that supposedly on paper we're all saying you're better than, and you come at it with such an arrogance, and you get down 15 to these teams, and you're always either climbing out of a hole or having a turd quarter, or you're good in the first quarter, you're terrible in the fourth quarter. Like, your inconsistency is not reflective of a team that embraces the struggle or likes it the hard way.
Embracing the struggle to me means that you're able to weather the storm of an 8-point run of the other team, or you're not shooting the ball well, so you realize you're struggling, so you do something else to stay in that game. It's not when your 3 stars have less than 20 points, right? That's not embrace. Like, embracing it would mean that those three, even if you lose, would get to a point in the game and they take over.
No, you want to know who I know Spo's embracing the struggle? He actually played Duncan Robinson last night. Like, that's how I know he's embracing the struggle. He's like, I'm desperate at this because Max Strus did the Duncan Robinson where he had 3 fouls in 3 minutes, and then he's like,
oh yeah,
doghouse.
But you know what's crazy is that everybody talks about in that organization, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But I've always said this. One of the things that drove me crazy about Bill Belichick is that you never had a consistent role. And it made it frustrating. Sometimes it's hard to prepare. And it made it discouraging to play at times. Especially when you have had success, and then you go from having success to thinking you're on a roll and you're going to build something to not playing. And this is what a lot of these guys on this roster, especially when you're young, it's more important that you get some sense of continuity. That, hey, this is my role. You say to Big Yurt, you go in and set picks and get rebounds. Okay? That's your role. And when you think of all the great teams, you think of Jordan's teams, right? They all had a guy. What was Rodman? The rebounder.
Yeah,
Energy, right? Like, there's no consistency. There's no consistency where you go, okay, here's a spot. Now, what is so different than last year is that group with Tyler was consistent from the bench as far as scoring. You can't even get your damn starters to score what he was scoring last year off the bench. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things that are different that aren't the same. I don't know how much of it has to do with just guys not playing well and how much has to do with every game your role changes. You'll get somebody like Oladipo. He'll go and play some excellent defense, make a couple of threes, and not play for a week.
We'll take a quick break. We got a lot of fun coming up on the show today. So we're live from Lone Depot Park, which is exciting. It's opening day, Marlins and Mets. Also, Leroy, Canes Final Four. Shout out to the Owls, too. FAU in the Final Four.
Hoot.
But Hollywood Rabinowitz, Danny Rabinowitz, he's in Houston.
Right.
You know, part of the broadcast does the pregame and with the broadcast with Joe Zagacki. Westwood One set up a Radio Row over in Houston. So we're going to get some people, kind of venturing in and out. And apparently we're going to talk to Mattress Mack next hour, which I'm very excited about. This guy gambles a lot. That's his town, though. He's the dude.
Well, he already bet on Houston, though.
Yeah, he always. We'll ask him. We'll ask him if he hates our guts.
Yeah.
Huh?
We'll ask him if he hates our guts.
No, he's just gonna roll it over, baby.
He's just gonna let it
He's
ride.
gonna roll it over. So I bet you, like, do you go with the favorite?
I don't know.
Or do you bet?
We'll ask him.
Or you bet the team that beat your team?
Good question.
Because then that's how you tailgate.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. That's Westwood One's Radio Row. Westwood One's NCAA Final Radio Row is brought to you by Werner, the official ladder of the NCAA March Madness and the official ladder of construction professionals everywhere. Reach new heights with Werner, available at wernerladder.com. Back with more. Hour 2 back after this. Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you live from Lone Depot Park as it is opening day. Marlins and Mets.
Do we watch the game from here?
No, I think somebody's broadcasting from here, dude. I don't know whose booth we're in. I feel like we're in somebody's booth.
No, there's no name.
Maybe.
I don't think
Well,
so.
if not, then we have credentials. We can just go down to the press box and watch. But I told you, I'm gonna be roving, dude. I'm throwing T-shirts. You're gonna be proud of your boy Tobes today. It's beautiful. The Aux booth, dude. We got this going on. All right.
I wouldn't mind getting some snacks.
So
watching this.
We'll peruse later.
We got a lot of this.
We'll peruse.
We got a lot of fun stuff going on. We got opening day today. Let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
So Marlins.
And we don't know paper straws.
Marlins and Mets get going today. 4:10 first pitch. Sandy Alcantara on the hill against Max Scherzer. So excited for that. And then we also have some exciting things going on because we have a Radio Row set up. Danny Rabinowitz is over at Houston as the Canes are in the Final Four. You guys can hear Canes in the Final Four against UConn on Saturday. Our pregame starts at 8. It is on 104.3 FM, The Shark. Rock out with your Shark out. So if you guys are looking for trying to spread the word out there so everybody can find it, it is on 104.3 The Shark. That is where you guys will be able to listen to Canes and UConn. But we have a Radio Row set up over there brought to us by Westwood One. Westwood One's NCAA Final Four Radio Row is brought to you by CDW. For cloud mobility, security, and data center solutions, turn to CDW people who get it. And supposedly we're going to be talking to Mattress Mack here in just a matter of minutes. And I didn't know this. I was just informed of this. He's hosting a lot of FAU families.
That's really cool.
In Houston.
That's really cool. I tried to tell my son that this is an experience in college that you may only get once in your lifetime.
Right.
So if you want to go, we can go. He's like, nah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
You don't like, well, at least, I mean, the way he started wearing FAU crap, I thought he was going to be gun-ho.
You thought he was going to be, he's just going to be hooting all over the house?
My buddy Dave went. He went
so
to the Sweet
cool.
16.
And he's going to the Final Four.
He was going to the Final Four.
That's fun. Yeah, he's apparently hosting a bunch of families, and he's hosting a party. He's like going to give him a talk or something like that. So we'll talk to Mattress Mack about it.
I got to tell you, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like
listen, dude, you know how this NIL works. You gotta, you gotta do some stuff. You know, you can't just give the cash. You got to do some things. That's how it's going.
Oh, okay.
So that's his town. He's like the Houston. He is the Houston whole deal that's going on over
now.
there.
Does he only? I'm asking because a lot of his wagers are personal, like meaning that the team means something to him. It's a local team or whatever. Like, so
we can ask him. Is he with us now, Marco? So we going to talk to Mattress Mack?
Indeed, we are.
How are you, Mattress Mack? Thanks for giving us some time. You got Tobin and Leroy down here in Miami. We're obviously very excited. We got a couple South Florida teams there in your town, but Leroy was just asking a lot of these bets, these famous bets that you make, Mattress Mack. A lot of them seem personal to you. They do seem like they have some tie either to your teams or a story you like. Is that how you like to go about it?
Well, when you bet locally, we run furniture store promotions that if the Cougars win it all, you get your furniture free. So a local tie-in amplifies the amount of furniture we sell exponentially. So obviously I like the Astros, I like the Texans, I like the Rockets, love the Cougars, love the Longhorns. Having a local tie-in really helps.
Did you how much did last weekend hurt you? Because obviously the Canes had a big challenge on taking on your Cougars. Were you impressed with the Canes coming away from that game?
I was very impressed with the Canes. They played great. They hit those 3 pointers from half court, it seemed like. And that was just a bit of chump change, $34.5 million.
Whoa, jeez.
But you know what? I get over it in a hurry. I'm like a cat. I have a very short memory.
This is, I mean, like you bet crazy amounts, Mattress Mack. Is there anything does it still make you feel alive? Is it just Is it the headline grab of it now? Because like when we saw you taking wheelbarrows full of cash on a plane, like does it get any bigger than that? Like, or is it still fun for you?
It's a lot of fun. You know, the customers are the winners. That $75 million I won on the Astros, I bet $10 million at 7.5 to 1. On the Cougars, I bet $4 million at 8.5 to 1. So the money I win goes right back to the customers. It's a form of furniture promotion. And I got to tell you, it really drives sales and increases customer loyalty. One customer got back when the Astros won in 2022. He got back $64,000. So he's a happy camper.
Wow. That is, you know what? It's something to be said about all of the things you do, how many people benefit from it. I think that's a cool thing. You have fun doing it, but everybody gets a little piece of the action.
Yeah, I like to be a promoter like Bill Veck was, P.T. Barnum, you know, the guy at the Oakland A's. I met last week with Jesse of Savannah Bananas. He's my hero. He's a great promoter. So when in doubt, go back to square one and promote.
Now, Mattress Mack, you're doing something really cool with one of our local teams down here, FAU, the Owls. They're coming into town. What did you decide to do with them as far as their families coming into town? Can you tell us a little bit about this?
You know, Miami has a huge NIL deal with good for them and good for the guy that's funding it. It's a great partnership, I think, for Miami. FAU, not so much. So I talked to some people I knew, arranged an NIL thing with FAU where we could bring in the NCAA brings in the parents, but we're bringing in the brothers and sisters, neighbors and relatives so they can cheer on the Owls. So very proud to be associated with FAU. That's a American success story if I ever saw one. They started out the tournament at 200 to 1. Now they're knocking on the door. That's what it's all about. Hard work, getting up early, staying late, working hard will get people success in this country. Right now, just as when I started my little business in 1981. So I love FAU, an American success story.
Ooh, sounds like a wager coming.
Could be. You never know.
Could be.
I don't bet chalk. I'm not in favor of Connecticut. I would like to see FAU play Miami in an all-Florida final, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
You're speaking sweet nothings to us, Mattress Mack. I mean, that would be. I mean, you gotta. I mean, you have to realize, Mattress Mack. We couldn't believe this. I mean, you have two teams here, magical Final Four runs, and so for you to be a guy that's going for them is a cool thing because it does feel like everybody is kind of writing up UConn to win this whole thing, and I just feel like these teams have both been on magical runs. Who's to say it should end just getting to this point?
Yeah, why not? I was in Las Vegas last week. I didn't attend the Cougars Miami game because I had I was opening a new casino with Caesar's Palace, and the guys were there from Bleacher Report, and they wanted me to take the U and turn it upside down. I said, no, I'm not doing that. So I got the U up.
That's really, really cool matchup. So you're doing some other things out there. I was told with some other charity work with the tornado that hit around. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the tornadoes in Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. I moved to Texas when I was 5 years old, but have a lot of friends, neighbors, relatives in Mississippi. So we're raising money to help the people that were devastated by those terrible tornadoes. In fact, the Houston Astros had a Mississippi Relief Fund all day long yesterday, and we're going to take those products to Mississippi next week right after the Final Four is over on Monday night or Tuesday. So very important, I believe, to give back to the community, which has done so much for all of us.
Mattress Mike, what part of Mississippi?
Starkville. Vegas, Mississippi, home of Mississippi State University.
My dad's from Hattiesburg.
There you go.
Well, Mattress Mack, this has been a delight. Thank you for doing what you're doing with FAU and the whole tournament. It's been a real pleasure after seeing so many headlines about you to get a chance to speak with you here. Enjoy Houston. Imagine your town's got to be absolutely buzzing right now with the tournament in town. So thank you for spending some time with us and what you did for the Owls and what you're doing relief-wise in Mississippi. That's really cool of you.
Yes.
Yeah, we know a lot about hurricanes in Houston, so this is a hurricane, and we welcome the Miami Hurricanes, and we know a lot about Owls. We have the Rice Owls, and we're glad to have the Florida Atlantic University Owls. So go Miami and go FAU. Hope to see an all-Florida final game.
There you go. Mattress Mack joining us there from Westwood One's NCAA Final Four Radio Row, which is brought to you by Duluth Trading Company. Tell uncomfortable underwear to ride the bench and go buck naked. No pinch, no stink, no sweat. You know what I say, Leroy? Make a sting. Not with these. Buck Naked Performance Underwear, only from Duluth Trading Company. We'll be back with more. We're here live from Lone Depot Park, enjoying a little opening day action. The lights are on. We're waiting for a little BP. I see some action going down on the field. We appreciate the Marlins for having us out here and looking to continue to have some fun. So we got a very, very busy, fun show the rest of the way, taking you up until 2 o'clock. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Back with more for this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. We're live from Lone Depot Park. It's opening day, people. Exciting. All right, we got all that heat poison out of us in the first hour. I'm ready to have. Mattress Mack put me in a good mood. All right.
Ready to have a good time?
I'm ready to have a good time,
Yes.
J-Fig. I'm ready to have a good. I'm doing a t-shirt toss. I got it all happening for us. This is fantastic here, and it is opening day. We're here from opening day, and to bring in the new season, we have Jim Rodriguez and Ozzie Guillen Jr. hosting live chat on the BetQL app from 1 to 4 p.m. today. All you have to do is download the free BetQL app and enter the chat with Jim and Ozzie, and they'll be giving out betting advice, sharing some insights to their favorite storylines heading into the baseball season. Download the app and get ready for Thursday. And while you're there, get a 3-day free trial on the BetQL mobile model where you get access to the daily bets backed by their model that run thousands of simulations for every single game all season long. Love Jim. Jim does a great job. Pops on Tapped Out from time to time to talk some boxing. So you can hear his baseball talk going there. And, of course, you guys can catch Tapped Out on BetQL every single Saturday night, 7 to 9 p.m. with myself and Sean Levine, as we got UFC coming to town next week. It's a busy time down here, man. But Houston sounds like the place to be right now. So we might bring you some other stuff there as we have the Radio Row going on. But that was exciting. That's really cool, though, with a guy being that rich doing that much good work.
It's really unique in how he does it, right? Because it's always centered around either a deal at his furniture company or, doing stuff for like FAU. You're never going to experience something like this again. And for families and others to have the opportunity to do it is really cool. And to come from a guy that doesn't have a horse in the race.
No. It is his town. Like he sounds like a guy who does like the showmanship of things, which is cool.
Right.
I can respect that.
Right.
But nobody here is calling Mattress Mack a show pony. Nobody's doing that.
No. He it sounds genuine.
Yeah, it does. It does sound genuine. And
He
it sounds
just
like he's
gambles
having
a lot of money.
Whole hell of a lot of fun for sure. So this is exciting. Wait, man, when we get to see some sticks, let's go.
I think batting practice starts at 12.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun, man.
But both teams have batting practice, so I think it's visitor then home.
I'm trying to remember. I remember back in the day when I would go to watch batting practice at Pro Player. I feel like the road team at second.
Oh, really? So don't think.
But I don't know. They may have switched.
The other thing is, doesn't the park open early for batting practice? You used to be able to go watch batting practice.
I think it does. I think it opens 2 hours before first pitch today. I think it's
2:00. That's not early.
For what? That means 2 hours before first pitch.
It's not early.
All right, man. What are you, game ops?
Hey, man.
You're not game ops. I'm game ops today, dude, because I'm doing a t-shirt toss.
I'm gonna
Did you practice for that?
What?
Did you practice?
What do you need to practice for? You throw t-shirts. No? What do I have to practice?
Can we get an over-under? Here, over-under 20,000.
What do you mean?
Fans?
Fans.
This is gonna be sellout, dude. It's gonna be huge. Plus, with all the it's definitely gonna be a huge crowd today.
Wow, I like that.
You're giving me the strange look. I would say that they're probably gonna get a lot of, especially with the Mets in town. They're gonna get a lot of people all week.
So you think it'd be more than 20,000?
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, for sure.
They actually posted excuse notes on social media, so you can send it to your boss, so you don't have to go to work today.
Yeah, I saw Craig Mish was doing that on Twitter too. I
Yeah.
appreciate. Craig loves him some baseball.
Yeah,
that dude's.
I used
doing
to do a show with Craig Mish.
I did too.
Yeah,
I used to
right.
produce Craig Mish and Frito. That was one of my first internships. Yep, it was. But Craig's good people, man, and he has been covering the Marlins through
forever
through the dog days, what has been some rough seasons. So hopefully this is one where the pieces that they got come together in a big way, and they can make some noise
you guys.
this year. What?
Leroy in the shadows, like Robbie used to be. Told you guys.
Well, you're like
You actually look good now.
yeah, you look good, and you could also tilt the cam a little bit. You won't look so.
Oh, I keep doing
No,
that.
it's worse.
No, it's not.
No, you look good.
It's definitely not worse.
Dude,
It's definitely not worse.
you guys trying to accentuate my blackness with this old dark ass screen. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I think you look great, dude.
She's a ghost, so of course she's gonna look brighter than me.
You know what?
What are we doing?
By the way, did you guys see? I don't know if you saw this, Marcus. Did you see this? This was going viral on Twitter yesterday. Did you guys see that Mike McDaniel interview that was going viral yesterday in Dolphins Twitter?
No, what happened?
I did not.
So he does this sit down with Mike Silver, who is covering the NFL for a long time, but apparently he's close with Mike McDaniel.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike McDaniel basically gave him like the breakdown of how he lifted Tua up. And it was fascinating to hear how excited he got about why he basically got the crystal clear reason as to why he's not moving off of Tua, because he thinks Tua is perfect for his system.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that was really cool about it is he was like one of his first days on the job, you know, he's meeting with all the scouts and they're talking about free agency last year.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about, oh, you know, we're going to build a wall. We're going to put, you know, this, that, and the other in front of Tua. We're going to, you know, try and go in that direction. And so he goes, okay, cool. But he like kind of in the back of his head was like, you know, not in that realm. And so like he was watching film apparently at night and was seeing some of the throws, the crispness of the Tua throws. And he was like blown away by it. Couldn't sleep. And that's when he started putting together the infamous 700 play reel.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, we need to have a meeting. He calls Chris Greer up at midnight. He goes, meeting next day. And he goes, we need to get playmakers, like dudes with the ball in their hand, in space, yak up the wazoo. None of this offensive line nonsense. And so that's the determinant into the direction. So
Tyreek Hill
and Tyreek Hill and that whole thing. And then he was also talking about how like with Tua, you know, basically like couldn't take a compliment last year in the offseason, that he was overly constructively criticized from the previous regime. So it took him a while to kind of, you know, believe
in other words,
his talent.
The previous regime beat Tua into submission.
Yep.
And here's what I don't understand about all this. Even if you don't like him, it serves nobody any good to trash the guy you brought in. He didn't ask to come to you. He didn't sign with you as a free agent. You drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
So why on earth wouldn't you do everything you can to make it work and make it a long-term thing instead of after 3 weeks deciding he can't be my guy?
He said, I believe one of his quote to Chris Greer about Tua when nobody knew, he goes, this is Goosey's. Marcos.
You can't set it up by saying this is Goosey. Just say it. Let me decide for myself. Oh,
he said, JP, you want to know what he said?
Oh, God.
I'm kind of worried, but let's go.
Marcos, you want to know what Mike McDaniel
like she
said?
doesn't have to reach down to get Scooby, so now she could just look right over.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, you're here. I'm just saying you're here.
I was there yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Marcos, you want to know what Mike McDaniel said?
Yes, please.
Leroy, you want to know what he said?
No.
I'm going to tell you what he said.
Steph, you want to know what he said?
Steph, you want to know what Mike McDaniel said? Steph wants to know. He said to Chris Greer about Tua, we're sitting on a gold mine.
Goosies galore.
Goosies.
Dude.
Wow! Gold mine, dude.
Daddy loves you guys.
I mean,
a gold mine.
They did draft him 5th.
Yeah, but nobody thought that he was a gold mine, dude. You know?
You don't draft if you don't think you got a gold mine. You don't draft the guy.
He
5th.
didn't draft him though.
But you don't draft the guy 5th if you don't think he's going to be.
Here's what the thing though. It's kind of like Tua was sold at a pawn shop, real cheap, right? And then Mike McDaniel stumbles in like Pawn Stars and goes, "I want that." And these suckers didn't even know what kind of antique they had. They didn't even know. Idiots.
Are you
That's what it is.
Will you stop?
Oh,
I got this. Will you please stop?
No, I'm not gonna stop, dude. Why do I have to stop? A gold mine, dude.
So many times you have gone down this path of sports with your fandom.
Yeah.
Only to be heartbroken and disappointed.
It's not my words, it's his.
But
and they were
you're
past
reacting
words.
like they were
really
yours.
excited.
They were past words before the season. He told him we're sitting on a gold mine, and he was right. He was right.
But so did everybody else think that. They drafted him 5th.
No, they didn't think that. They didn't think that. They thought he was damaged goods.
Really?
They did. They did. They did.
They did.
Leroy, they did.
There was only one guy who thought he was damaged goods.
Nope, that's not true.
There was only one guy who thought he couldn't play. That was the head coach.
They beat him down.
Yeah.
They beat him down.
Absolutely.
You know what Mike McDaniel did? Polished him up like gold.
Okay, Rihanna. But he lifted him up.
Yeah. or as you could say, or
Quickly.
he had him. He had Tua. Shine bright like a diamond.
Minus
We're going
one.
for this. Give him another one.
What?
Minus one.
For the longest time, it was raining on his career. But Mike McDaniel, he got him under his umbrella.
I'm leaving this booth now.
Point for Tobin.
What?
Oh my goodness.
It's time to go.
I'm eating, dude. My burger coming up. Like,
You saw that burger that was on the screen?
Hey,
That was a nice burger.
let me explain something to you.
What?
I see some lights,
Mm-hmm.
but not just the lights for the stadium. I see the lights for the food places. We about to make
They're
this
lighting
happen.
That means
Batter up.
That means you're gonna go peruse.
Look, see over there in the corner over there, J Fig? They look
Yes.
like they're doing some type of cooking.
I see popcorn.
I mean, I'm sure they are. Like everybody has to get ready for the crew to get here today, like the fans to get here today.
No, we did. There's been a bunch of workers. They had a meeting at our club over there.
Mm-hmm.
The Budweiser, that's the meeting area.
I know. I've done that before. I used to do concessions.
That's how he met Paris Hilton.
That is how I met Paris Hilton. She overpaid me. I probably should have just kept the $20.
You just threw it in the. You just threw it in
No,
the.
give it back to her. I was honest. You know what they call me?
Honest Tobes.
Honest Tobes. Honest Tobes. Gold mine, dude.
Dude, they
Gold
tried.
mine.
Wait, stop. You know who's a gold mine? Purdy.
No.
Purdy's a gold mine.
No.
Right? You're
you're wrong.
prospecting and you found a
wrong.
diamond in the rough. Tua was drafted 5th. They all thought he had some talent before they brought him in.
Nah. That's up
To say he was a gold mine is a bit of a stretch.
No.
Being that they drafted him 5th.
You can't sit here and argue in the same segment that everybody was rats off a ship on him, and the one guy comes in and tells you you're sitting on a gold mine.
One guy
If
was rats
you
off
get-
a ship.
No. The whole
One guy
organization
was.
No.
You think the whole organization was?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Okay.
Who did Chris Greer put together 700 plays? No.
Why would Chris Greer put together 700 plays?
I don't know, but he didn't.
We don't get any coaching from the GM.
Ironic that Mike McDaniel came from the 49ers. You know what they found? Gold.
He's got a point. You also
Oh,
said Brock
stop.
Purdy. You said Brock Purdy was a gold mine. Guess where he
I
plays?
said that, and he said no.
San
I mean,
Francisco.
we'll see. Like, you know.
Gold mine. Gold member.
It's like what they said in the Outsiders.
Polish.
You remember that?
So what now?
Stay gold, pony boy.
Minus one.
Back after this. Back at Rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM live from Lone Depot Park as the Marlins getting set to take on the New York Mets. Sandy Alcantara on the hill, Cy Young Award winner. He is on the bump today against Max Scherzer. Hell of a matchup as we are getting ready for that. Hey, David Buster's month is back just in time for Hoops Tournament Hysteria. We've got your chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's. So go to WQAM.com and enter on the contest page. And if you win, you can go to Dave & Buster's with your gift card and have a party. All on us at Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. And we got exciting times going on. Marcos, can we hear from Coach Jim Larinaga? Yesterday was asked about the idea that, once again, everybody seems to be writing them off, Leroy. It's tax season, and apparently the Canes, they just keep writing them off.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks that they got a shot. Here is what Coach L had to say.
I want to ask a follow-up about UConn. A lot of people are picking them. They say that they have the height, they're athletic, they're tall, they have 7'2" guy, 265 pounds. What do you say?
Don't pick us. That's been our players' slogan since the tournament began. And we really don't care because just about every team we've played, other than Drake, we've been the underdog. And that's hard for me to understand when we're ACC regular season champs. And I think the ACC is the best conference in America.
Love it, Coach L. You know what he does? You know what I like about him? Peacock a little, dude. You know what? You strut those feathers, Coach L. You let him know. Oh, you don't think we've been facing good competition? Okay, dude. Because you want to know something right now? If it was Duke in the same spot, they would be fawning over Duke. Oh, ACC and John Shire's got them at the right time. But these Canes, they can't wait to disparage. They can't wait to talk about NIL. They can't wait to talk about Big Daddy John Ruiz, all that stuff. And Coach L sitting here say, hey, I don't really understand it, but good. That was their motto coming into this, Leroy. Don't pick us. Don't do it. Don't want it. Don't need it. I like it.
It doesn't matter. I used to have coaches say, oh, you're not the favorite? Does that mean you don't go play? What does that mean? What does that mean? Let me ask you.
Yeah.
We were 11-point favorites against Atlanta.
Oh, you're talking about in the NCAA?
Yeah. Who cares? Because they don't know that. We don't know that.
You didn't know that?
No. They were all, people were, that's all week. Hey, what does it feel being a big favorite?
Calvin Ridley would have known.
Nothing.
Point for Tobin.
What?
He wasn't even alive.
Well, I'm just saying at the time you would have known.
I guess.
I don't have a problem with it.
But yeah, so who cares? You still got to go play. A lot of times, the only thing it affects is people like you. You'll look at the point spread and determine whether your team should have an easy trip.
Or if I can just take the disrespect and go the petty route.
Yeah, but you always seem to find.
Yeah, I'll find the angle.
Yeah.
That's what I do. What's wrong with that?
So what's the angle now?
For the Canes?
Yeah.
Disrespect. Everybody is going out here and they're kissing UConn's ass, and it's ridiculous. The only reason the Canes didn't win the tournament and should have been even higher seed is because Omeir got hurt. It's ridiculous. For them to be the same seed as Duke when they worked Duke during the season is silly. They got literally a great break in that situation for the tournament. Good for them. They won. But no, I just think I think that Larinaga's right, where he's like, okay, go ahead, pick everybody else. Go ahead, do it.
Now,
do it.
Is it safe to say that most people feel FAU has a better chance to win than the Canes?
I think so, because I think they like their chances advancing.
Right.
I think that's what that is. But I'm with our boy now, friend of the show, Mattress Mack, which, man, that was a great surprise for today. What a delight. He's like, listen, I want
we thought we were interviewing a known degenerate.
Nope.
And then when we left, it's a whole right.
He's Furniture Robin Hood.
Right. It's a whole different
Why are you looking at me like that, Marcos?
That was good. I never thought of it that way. To be
He
honest.
is.
He
You're
is.
right,
What does
you're
he do?
right.
If he win, he makes these big, huge bets, and he advertises, "Hey, if so and so wins and I win all this money, whoever bought furniture, it's free."
I have a soft spot for him, like because my grandfather ran a furniture store, so it's like it was. Now my grandfather wasn't a degenerate gambler, but still, like at 73, which I think he's like 72, 73, like he was still at the store every single day, putting the cookies out, coffee.
Whoa,
Oh,
what?
Yeah. Oh, it's a staple in Nielsen's furniture, dude. The old.
Was
Listen,
this back in
let
the
me tell you something
farm?
about the people who shop
The old,
furniture.
like, giving away sweets?
The old love sweets. That's why he knew. They'd bring in there free cookies, free coffee. They'd buy some
Did
furniture.
he sell old people furniture?
He sold all kinds of furniture.
Right. Okay.
What about raisin cookies?
But it was in Deerfield Beach. I mean,
Mm.
come on.
So,
which has gotten younger, but at the time when he,
that one spot has gotten younger.
yeah. Yeah.
Your music.
Got a little music going. Some BP action's gonna get started soon.
We're gonna be blocked on YouTube soon.
Nah, we'll be all right, Jay.
I can't even make it up.
It's in the background. It's in the background.
You know, that
What is
also
that?
signals lunch.
It's
is that what that signals?
Yeah.
I don't think that is what it
Yeah,
signals.
it
I don't think
does.
that's what that signals, Leroy. Why?
Yeah.
Why would
I
music-
actually have a question. Is there a beer fest coming soon? Because I just saw it. The
October.
announcement.
I think so. That feels.
Not October.
October's too far. I need one like tomorrow.
I know what I need to do. I need to get to the team store, get me one of those teal hats. I need a new one.
A teal hat.
Yeah.
I think I might look at a jersey.
I'm a peruse.
Peruse.
You gonna get yourself a Chisholm jersey
I would get Chisholm
or Sandman?
or Sandy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fun. This is a
Are
cool
we
view.
listening to Swift?
Yep.
Huh?
The Taylor of Swifts?
You want to know why, J Fig? Because the Mets are in trouble. They are in trouble coming up.
Yes, they are.
As soon as
I
Sandy
also
walks
saw
in.
the media room, by the way.
they
We're
got
gonna
bad
go
blood?
peruse.
They do got bad blood. I got bad blood.
Bad blood?
Yeah.
Did you just say that, Leroy?
He did.
Yep.
That's
Wow,
a point for
look at
Leroy.
Point.
Woo!
I'll tell you one thing though. Whenever the catcher
Wait.
throws,
Wait, what are we doing here?
what?
That was
He's
you.
just,
They're taking a
is he
selfie.
doing yoga?
I
What is
don't
he
know.
doing
No,
over there?
that ain't yoga, dude.
What is he doing?
Is that how you do yoga?
He's
Yeah,
stretching.
Let me see if I can get a
he's-
view for our audience here so you can see.
He's
What,
laying down in a seal position.
I don't know what he's doing over
You
there.
No,
can't
that's
even
yoga.
see, but it's
Yeah, it's hard to
That's
see.
not
I've seen
yoga.
that. No, that's
he's
yoga.
stretching, guys.
That's
or
the
napping.
seated
Well,
Marlin.
I can say one thing. He ain't got no hair
Huh.
because it's shining from here.
You know what happens when you don't put the pitch down that Sandy wants to throw?
Yeah.
He shakes it off.
Okay. Okay.
-1.
What? That's not fair. You guys are grading on
Trying
a
to
curve.
think of songs now.
Right. I would like to see you work Lavender Haze in there.
Ooh, so did you finally come around to liking it?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You remembered it quite
No, because
clearly.
whenever I play Sirius, when I'm playing Sirius radio and I play the hits, it plays 17 times during a round of golf.
I just, I just think for Mets fans, they got to get tired of rooting for the anti-hero,
They-
It's kind of good though.
You know
Who-
what? Soon
who-
we're
who
gonna
was
have
kinda good, though,
some
Marcos?
midnight
Who
rain
Who we need
because
to
of you.
who we need to score more than 9 points?
Oh man, what a disappointing effort by them yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, I don't listen. Here's the thing: your role players are your role players for a reason, that they're up and down or whatever. But the people that you should be able to count on consistently are your max contract guys.
Yeah.
And like the only guy you can honestly say you've been able to depend on after All-Star break is Jim.
For sure.
Tyler has one every 4 games.
Tyler's one every 4.
Bam has constantly. I'm wondering if he's banged up or something because
It's weird.
gradually it's gotten progressively worse.
And Kevin
As
Love.
soon as you think, well, Kevin Love's 40. He's
Oof.
supposed to feel that way about him.
Jesus.
But here's the deal. The thing that gets me is that we always have this conversation about 3-point shooting, rebounding, and turnovers, right?
Mhm.
When they lose to rebounding,
And
they don't lose it by a couple.
No, they got crushed.
They get crushed.
They got crushed.
And they're still, here's the thing that I'm marveled at. They're always still in the game,
Mhm.
which means that if they did any of those things consistently, they'd be 10 games over 500.
They embrace the struggle. Whatever the hell that means, Bo.
You know what embracing the struggle means? You got found guilty. you're getting 15 years, and so you just deal with it.
I
You
don't like the
embrace
way
it.
that sounds.
What?
Embracing the struggle.
I don't either. I don't like it. I don't like. Do you
Doesn't
have
sound
that,
positive
Marcos?
to
Can you
me.
hear give us Eric's exposure from earlier?
That's what we want to do. We want to hear it again.
Yeah, let's hear him just say words. Words means words.
There's a fire. You know, we have to. Our guys are embracing the struggle. You know, there hasn't been anything easy about this season, and sometimes seasons go like that. But the resolve is there, and it may not feel like it right now to everybody on the outside, but our group feels that we can beat anybody, any place, anywhere, anytime. And you know, we just have to,
Just
have
stop
to
it there,
do it.
Marcos. What do you think what do you think this Heat team has done more? Do you think they've lost to any team, anywhere, anytime, or do you think they've won against any team? Because I would say that the Heat's losses of any team, anytime,
or worse,
stack up with their with their wins, if not more. If not more. You're right.
Like they could go out and play like Milwaukee or Boston and win by 10, and then immediately lose by 30 to Orlando.
Yep.
And that's the most frustrating thing because there's no rhyme or reason. There's no rhyme or reason. Like Tyler was more consistent coming off the bench than he is as a starter. That can't happen.
I would agree.
Because being a starter is the next step up.
Mm-hmm. He got what he wanted.
Right.
Yeah, he got what he wanted.
And now what? What do we do now? Like, I think Bam is just tired. Because you look at look at what you asked Bam to do. Right? You're asking him to defend all over the court.
Yep.
And you want him to score 20 and get you want him to be your main rebounder.
You have
right.
You've never put you never have anybody who can help him on that. Cody Zeller's been all right, but like he plays 10 minutes. But in the
that's what he was brought in to do.
In the midst of that, you've had Dwayne Dedman, and you tried to put Caleb Martin, who's skinnier than Dan Day, as power forward.
What about Big Yurt? Remember, everybody was all excited. Big Yurt is back. I have never seen. Hold up. Tell me if I'm wrong with this. I have never seen a 7-footer just standing on the court by himself while basketball is going on.
It was crazy.
More than Big Yurt.
I've never seen Eric Spoelstra get so rats off the ship of players so quick.
It was short-lived.
It was short-lived, J-Fig.
I'm confused about what's happening with Vic.
Yep.
We've both been confused about what happened with Dunks because it wasn't like somebody else was making threes. It's like you chose not to play Dunks, who's your all-time leading three-point shooter, and he's not even 30 yet, even though you're not making any threes.
I almost feel like they got to, shake things up again. Like, just in these last 5 games, start Dunks. Just don't start Kevin Love. Do something wacky, something. I don't know. I'm out of answers. And I quite frankly could use these 2 days off. Hey, Panthers fans, we partner with Coke Florida to send you to a hockey game. Listen to Hockey and Crowder each day for a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Panthers home game and to qualify for a chance to win a special fan experience that includes 2 game tickets with seats on the glass and a chance to take a few laps around the rink on a Zamboni.
And we know how that works.
We do, J-Fig. We do.
After yesterday.
That courtesy of our friends at Coke Florida, your local Coca-Cola bottler. No purchase necessary. Contest details and rules found at WQAM.com. Back after this. Come back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
Last night, the Miami Heat, they lost to the New York Knicks. So, 3 straight losses for Miami at the most critical time of the season.
Well, it gets to the point where you're asking a team to be different than they've been all year because of the circumstances. And what I'll say is that this is the team that they've been all year.
Mm-hmm.
For you to now, after 75 games, say they need to be something different, what leads you to believe they can?
I don't really understand your question.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we say, oh, they really need this game, or
they did.
They needed to win these games. But I'm saying, what have they done all year that would lead you to believe that they could just turn it on and get this win?
Oh,
they've been extremely inconsistent.
They're very inconsistent.
And so from that standpoint, like, they've been who they've been all year.
Well,
it's our fault for expecting them to be something
that's
different.
Why I'm frustrated by the coach's explanation of it. Like, that's why when he always and I know it's not supposed way to rip his team. I'm not, but like to say things like, "Oh, embrace the struggle. We embrace the struggle." I'm like, this team has not embraced the struggle all year. In fact, Bam was just on the record saying he thought the season flew by, and I'm like, this has been one of the most exhausting regular seasons I can remember.
The longest, actually.
As people who cover the Heat and who have for years, this has been one of the most exhausting,
unenjoyable,
and frustrating, and just and one of the things that makes it enjoyable is not that you don't enjoy watching the players, but it's just the fact that you can never go into a game and think you're going to see anything.
I think also just the analysis of it has kind of gotten bland. It's just because these are the same guys other than Kevin Love, we've seen the same team now for 2 straight years. There really have been no other wrinkles other than what we were going to expect more from Tyler and Bam this year. And, Bam had he had an all-star caliber year for sure. Definitely has been struggling over the last 3-4 weeks, which has not been great. Tyler, we talked about his inconsistency, but I think that's been part of what I'm getting to. Is I feel like that's been part of the frustrating part of it too. It's like, well, we just saw more challenges last year, more adversity last year, and then handle that all better. So when you talk about embracing the struggle, last year's team did. Last year's team embraced Bam being out, Omer Yurtseven stepping up, Kyle being out with personal reasons, Tyler and Gabe stepping up, Jimmy being out, Bam stepping up. Like, they embraced the struggle last year. This year, it's like they couldn't wait for this regular season, to kind of just get by, and some of their players' mind has breezed by.
I think a lot of it has to do with the different types of struggles. So the struggle was never shooting last year. It was bodies. So you played a bunch of games with 8-9 man rotation. So it limited the options that Spo had. Now, this year we talked about, everybody getting healthier, everybody being available. And now that you have that, it seems like it's confused the issue even more. It didn't make it easier. It made it more difficult as far as rotations. Who does what? How are we going to go about doing this? How are we going to do this? And then add to that you were leading the league in 3-point shooting, and now you're at the bottom.
Let's get some cat talk here. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't set this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius party playing. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Marcos, who are you fighting?
What is going on?
Chair tried to embarrass me and make me fall as I was trying to present my Celsius.
Wait, can you do that all over again?
Oh, trust me. Dane Self's going to clip that.
You are fighting a chair?
No, sometimes you just got to intimidate it. Show them who's boss. How dare you try to embarrass me as I'm advertising Celsius.
Plop
You
that
know
fat
what?
ass
I feel
on
you.
it.
I almost fell outside.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Yeah. You guys gonna bring your Celsius, huh? You don't have.
I have one in my car. I forgot it. I have an apple cherry.
Well, let's get to the Panthers. Panthers did get a big win last night.
Yes.
They come back. Here is in the third period, the Panthers needing one. Sam Reinhart stepping up in the 19th minute.
Onto the corner, Verhage up top, Montour. One-timer tipped wide in front by Kachuk. Here on the near side, Verhage under some pressure. Pass out to Montour. Ekblad, one-time drive, he scores! A power play goal tipped in front. And the Panthers tie it at 2 with 58.5 seconds to go. Sam Reinhart got a stick on that out in front, and this game is tied. The Panthers get a power play goal with their net empty.
Huge goal last night. Here, Doug Blades on the call last night on 560 WQAM. And then in the extra time, overtime, Brandon Montour, he had the game winner to get the Panthers 2 points.
Barkov with Montour. Barkov left circle, walks in front of the net. Montour, he scores, top shelf, and the Panthers win it in overtime. 3-2 the final here in Toronto. They tie it late in regulation. They win it in overtime, and the Panthers are back to within 1 point of a playoff spot with a come from behind overtime win here tonight at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. Brandon Montour finishes it off. 3-2 your final score.
There you hear Doug Plagans. Now the Panthers, as he said, 1 point back of the Penguins. Penguins have a game in hand. Panthers playing tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. When the last time these two teams played, it was a gazillion goals.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens tonight, but that's at 7 o'clock for your cat action. As we have a busy day in South Florida, but you got to watch a little Marlins today. Roll right into the Cats.
Dave Soft said Marcos just got his land legs. Give him a break.
Point for Twitcher.
Oh, man.
Did you know today's Thirsty Thursdays?
Is that a thing here?
That's what I saw.
I am quite thirsty.
Look, Beer Fest.
I know. I want to go.
When is it?
Isn't that the beer garden's on the lower level? There's a beer garden here.
What's that?
Nice.
It's a garden of beer
What? Where?
downstairs, lower level.
What is a garden of
Listen,
beer?
we'll be off the air too. We can peruse for a couple hours.
Good luck. Good luck
I
keeping
wanna
them
go
in their
there.
seats.
I don't
too.
want to peruse before lunch.
What?
When is lunch to you? I feel like lunch is always
Lunch? Yeah, isn't it always
Going for
lunch?
He's
But I
been
get up
circling in the area.
I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I understand.
So, like, if regular person get up at 8 or 9 o'clock, lunch is 1 or 2. If you get up at 6, lunch is like 11 or 12.
I
Pass
got up
them
at
on.
6 o'clock today.
Maybe we can go to the clubhouse.
I was here first. Anyone? You can't say
Because you're
anything.
closest.
Not really.
Kind of.
Eh.
I mean, like,
I
just
still get traffic.
based off
I
of
got
distance.
listen.
Trying to get
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what. The hell with directions on this phone.
Oh, I'm with you.
Because
dude.
it took I'm like,
I
wait
know
a minute.
the back road.
Why am I going 595 to Turnpike? I don't want to be in the Golden Glades.
They told
And that's exactly where they took me.
Siri
I
lied
would
to
have went
me.
the back way like I was going to work.
Siri lied to me so hard. She's like, 10 minutes safe. I'm like, I think I should go the other way, Siri, because it looked like there was all blue. And the other side, it was like orange. It was yellow and red. And I just, save 10 minutes, go that way. She didn't know what she's talking about.
-1 for deception.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
-1
Siri. Out of here.
Who is she?
for deception.
Aren't these guys supposed to warm up or something soon?
Well, they were stretching. The guy that was laying down.
He's still there.
He's still there.
He's still there.
Still there.
He's still there.
They're
I
doing
can't see
yoga?
it from here. It looks like Cody Ross, but that's just
Why? Because he's a bald white guy?
That's right.
Jeez.
What?
Oh, look, he touched the
Wait,
glove.
isn't the guy next to him also a bald white guy?
Fair point, J Fig.
Maybe that's
Wait.
also Cody Ross.
Oh, wait.
They all are.
Wait.
All Cody Ross.
What kind of pregame stretch is this guy putting on? Did you see that?
It's
A
yoga.
couple of squats and
He's
Come
dancing
on.
to
now
the
he's playing.
music.
Wait,
He's playing catch
oh wait,
himself.
all the baseball
missed.
players in the world. This dude is playing catch by himself, and he missed it.
I
love
having,
it.
I loved having the back spring in my backyard where you just throw it back, it bounces back. A little sad, but only child.
It's rough.
Bounce back. Can we hear from Coach L, Jim Larinaga? Listen, the games are going to be playing in a football stadium, and he did talk about that. This is a little different when it comes to the shooters. This is what Coach L had to say about that.
shooting in a dome is very, very different because, as I said, it's like you're outdoors. So you got to get more comfortable with it. You have to have some practices, just like we did going into the tournament using a different basketball. That's not the basketball we use at home here. So the guys got to get comfortable in handling the ball. Now they got to get comfortable in shooting in the dome.
I have been flustered by how orange the basketball is in the tournament. It's so orange. It's very bright.
You know,
Like this color?
It's
so
very bright.
strange. I didn't even realize. Like I thought it was different, but
You
I
know
thought I was
what?
like, eh.
You know what? Like,
What? Why
some
you
of the
just-
things you complain about,
I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out.
they're new. They're all new.
So I
That's
just
why
bought
it's
a new
right
basketball
there
for my son. Like there's different colors of basketball. There's like the typical burnt orange. This one's like a Nerf ball. Very orange.
Does it bother you?
It's just, it's a lot, J-Pig. It's a lot.
I would tell you the hardest thing, and every basketball player I talk to says it is really hard. You don't have anything to kind of as far as depth perception because everything's so spaced out. Nothing has any depth perception. So when you shoot, because it's so cavernous, sometimes you have problems shooting in a dome.
Ooh, I have today's lineup. You want the starting lineup for today?
Yes.
Sure.
Leading off for the Miami Marlins.
Cooper.
No. New second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Oh, so you got Arias and you got the other new guy.
And then you got batting second at third base, Mean Gene Segura.
So the two, yeah.
Then you got Koopa Loop, batting
Cooper
third.
Loop. When is Jazz batting?
Clean up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jazz clean up?
Jazz is clean up.
All right.
Then you got Jorge Soler, DH. He's batting fifth. Avi Garcia batting sixth in right field. Brian De La Cruz, he is batting seventh in left. Jacob Stallings is catching. And Joey Wendell with no batting gloves. He is the starting shortstop. Sandman, of course, on the bump.
So my question is this. How do you feel about a guy that bats with no gloves?
Love it. I love it. Although I do know that guy pees on his hands. There's no doubt about that. Joey Wendell's a hand peer. But it's okay. Utility man, he's old school. You got to respect it.
Do not shake his hand.
He's starting opening day. How can he be a utility guy?
Well, like he's going, you're right. Like this year, he's going to be the shortstop, but like last year, he played all over. Like that's kind of his deal.
Why?
John Birdie's more the utility guy.
I asked him, what do you feel about a guy wearing no gloves?
Yeah.
And your response was,
You're still stuck on it.
hand peer.
Moises Alou. Everybody knows that.
All I remember him from is him playing for Chicago and him looking at Bart.
Very
Bartman.
angry. You don't remember, but I mean, he was a world champion with us,
Yeah, no, of course.
but also cost him a championship.
Why?
He's a Bartman.
But that's Bartman. It wasn't him.
No. I'm saying like we cost him a championship.
And I mean, furthermore, the ball was in the stands.
That's true.
He didn't have to reach to get it. It was in the stands. And stop acting like you were going to reach over and catch it.
Do you feel like Alou thinks about Bartman on a daily basis?
I mean, he could, but what about the ball that went through the wickets of the shortstop right
Alex
after
Gonzalez botched it.
Right. So, like,
They had their chances.
we tend to do that in sports, right? Like, I tell you about 98 all the time, and we all talk about the kicker, but I can think of at the top of my head like 3 other plays that we had made all year that if any one of those plays happen, the game never gets to that point. So, yeah.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text the show at 305-567.
Somebody text me a
0560.
cheeseburger.
Leroy is hungry. That is a
Me too.
not uncommon.
Oh,
feed.
now you're hungry.
I've been hungry. I told you.
No, you said you were non-committal. Either way.
We have been getting some guests. We talked to Mattress Mack earlier. There's Radio Row, Westwood One's NCAA Final Four Radio Row going on, and it is sponsored by BuyNet Suite. To gain visibility and control over your business, take advantage of this special financing offer of no payments or interest for 6 months from NetSuite by Oracle. Head to netsuite.com/hoops to learn more. Take a quick break. Back with more after this. Everybody, Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here as the Miami Marlins getting set for opening day. Opening day against the New York Mets. I cannot wait to be on the Jumbotron later. Are you guys excited for me?
Yep.
I can't wait to see you on the Jumbotron.
I would like to file
Why?
assault and battery charges on the damage that somebody did to that bathroom.
Marcos, he was just talking about this the entire up and down through the hallway because
Dude, I went
Like, it literally grabs your attention
grabbed-
the second
dude,
you walk out of this room.
It feel like I got attacked by a poop stalker. That's
Oh no.
he got
that's how bad it
he got
was.
some poop
no.
chin music is like basically
Dude,
what
it
happened.
was-
Dusted up and in.
Dude, I'm like, whoever did this needs to be arrested.
And it's we're in the media floor, so it's like all the press boxes, all the Mets broadcast, the Marlins broadcast, and Leroy's just like chatting up as he walks back from the popcorn. He goes, "I want that person who blew up that bathroom arrested." And everybody's just like, "Excuse me."
Let's interview. Let's interview them.
Wow.
Wants to do some investigative.
Doors aren't even
journalism on
open
it.
yet, man.
The
That
food
sucks.
ain't even ready yet. What could
All we
possibly
have is popcorn,
Yeah.
What
but I'm
could-
very
what if-
appreciative
here.
towards the popcorn.
food isn't ready yet?
Buttery.
What could have possibly destroyed somebody's stomach
Nah.
to that level?
Was there coffee out?
They
Yeah,
brought
could've
that
been a
from
morning.
home.
Could have been a get home from a morning coffee kind of deal.
Mm.
Could have been
You don't
That's
drink
why I don't
coffee,
go
so
in
you
public.
wouldn't know.
little
For that
caf-
reason right there.
little Cafe Bustelo. Too much.
No, too
Gets to
much.
ya.
Mm.
Could've been
Know your
that.
limitations.
What do you think happens for the baseball players? Like, do you think that they make sure they're free and clear as this goes?
I
They're in a
hope so.
locker room. It's different.
I get. I'm talking about like though for a game day, like opening day. Sandman got to make sure he's all clear and ready.
Here's the thing though. Because of training camp, because of all the work you put in the off season, you're just ready for everything to get started and get into the swing of things. Right? So the first couple of weeks are the excitement of the new season. You want to see the improvements that you made on your game, how that is going to translate into, game action, whether it's hitters hitting, pitchers working on pitches, the new coaching staff, the new manager, all those things. That's what excitement is about early on, because you want to see, like, it's one thing to say, here's all the pieces we added. But if they go out and score 0 runs, everybody's going to be like, okay, what's the difference?
Yeah, but it's baseball and they're facing Max Scherzer.
Right.
Like, it's tough. I understand, but
Right.
But they do. I would agree. This team needs to get off to a fast start. I think it's one of those things where, like,
You just need to see, here's what I need to see. I need to see the people that they brought in to do certain things. I want to see them do them. So I want to see the 2 guys they brought in the top of the order getting on base.
Mhm.
I want to see Jazz, see how he bounced back from injury. I want to see him. I want to see some of these pitchers and these infielders. I want to see what they can do to see, I got, some optimism about this season, because a lot of these guys they brought in last year didn't do anything.
right.
So
Yeah, I know. I get you. Like, you want to make sure it pays off because, like, last year their big acquisitions of Jorge Soler and Avi Garcia didn't do nothing all
Nothing.
year. And I know Soler was hurt, but like Garcia,
I think the 2 guys they brought in this year were the mindset. I think there's 2 guys. There's guys on your team that can change the mindset of how you approach things.
for sure.
When you have a 1-2 hitter that always make contact, always getting on base, always putting the ball in play, it maybe changes the attitude or the mindset of other guys when they go up to the plate. Whereas if everybody's striking out, that means everybody's taking point hacks at it, and it seems like it trickles down the lineup.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And like, look, I mean, like, Gary Cooper was an all-star last year, and then fell off a cliff in the second half of the season. Like, it feels like they could do things a lot better. Now, it's still like, you're in this division that's stacked and rich, so it's tough. It's a tough go of it. I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy season for Miami, but to show some fight, be a little bit more competitive, that's going to be the big thing for them going into this. And yeah, if you can get off to a nice start against this Mets team that their owner spends $1 gazillion on, it'd be a nice feeling.
Right.
Be a nice feeling for
Right.
sure. But that didn't really answer my question. Do you think that Sandy Alcantara makes sure that he's good to go? No bathroom blowups in the after first pitch. It's never happened to you on the football field.
No,
never. Not even close.
Not even close.
P?
Nope. Well, yeah, P. Not on the sidelines.
Really?
I hold it till halftime.
What about medical time?
So you don't pull a Crowder?
No. Like I think that's absurd. You're a grown ass man. You can't control your own movements.
Our colleague just is infamous for that. I mean, he comes on afterwards with Hockman, and he's a multi-pants peer. I respect it.
Yep.
As an adult, no.
Come on.
You can't tell. Hey, he can't say nothing to his kids. Then
that's true.
I'm gonna tell him, Daddy, you used to do it to you in your pants.
I feel like the Crowders know.
Crowders.
I feel like the Crowders know. I think
I have never.
Something tells me Shannon tells the kids, you come from a long line of pants peers.
I have never had to go that bad. Because first of all, you have to understand, your breakfast meal has to carry you until after the game. So there's no, because you're burning so many calories, you can't eat the amount of calories that you're going to burn.
Mm-hmm.
So all those calories, all that stuff you're eating is being stored as nutrients. So I ain't giving nothing up. I need that. So I don't cramp up. And then you're constantly drinking. You're constantly drinking electrolytes, which constipate you. So I can't imagine how anybody could have to stop the game and go and go make a boo-boo.
You guys can text the show at 305-567-0560. Some text rolling in. Opening day, you guys got to get that number one English Marlins fan from across the pond. We should get him back on. I don't know if we'll get him on today, but we should get Peter. But I saw his opening video today, and I just really like the way he says Marlins. So shout out to Peter.
We got Dolphins fans in England. Now we got Marlins fans. It's crazy.
It is
That's
crazy.
Great.
Marlins.
Oh, look, we got some. Why are we fake throwing?
What are you talking about?
Down third baseline.
Okay.
They're fake throwing.
Probably like a weighted ball to get loose. Just a couple of things so everybody's ready,
Well,
I
you
guess.
know what? It's better than doing the Little Mermaid over there.
Oh, yeah. This guy.
I don't know what that guy's doing. He's literally been laying down for like an hour.
Guys,
And
it's
then
yoga.
They were both in
You know what I call
mermaid
him?
position.
He looks like he's sunbathing
He
on,
looks
the,
like
on the beach.
That's the UD of baseball.
-1.
Why would you say that?
-1.
-1
-1
for Sass. -1.
My favorite is that the guy sitting in the dugout with full baseball gear on, and he's on a 15-day DL. Why? Go inside and chill.
Another guy says, how can we just allow Leroy to fat shame people constantly? Tobin, Marcos, Pudge Rodriguez, offensive, defensive linemen. You're right, sir. I don't understand.
I don't fat shame people.
Yeah, you
He
do.
gets me all the time, too.
You're a serial fat shamer, I think.
You really are.
You really are a serial fat shamer.
Well,
you called somebody Chunky 52 at spring training.
That's true. You like to emphasize that Dan Day's mom goes
Let me
by
ask you a
Big
question.
Len.
Was he?
Dude, it doesn't mean you have to broadcast it to everybody. Like, I'm sure he
I was
knows
just-
he's not svelte.
I was setting the visual. That's what I was
No
doing.
one had to know that.
Now batting, Chunky
But you know what
52.
we did need to know? That Beer Fest is Saturday, apparently.
Oh, you going, J-Fig? You've gone to multiple beer fests here, yeah?
I love beer.
I
Any
understand.
reason why you went, yeah?
I'm down to know.
Now all of a sudden you're German?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you have
It's a lot of fun here.
yeah.
Wait! I want to see some baseball being played. This guy's playing with rubber bands.
They're
wanna see some beer.
stretching. This is what they do. This is how baseball players get
They
ready.
didn't need stretching in Normandy.
2-1 was. That guy was great.
Look, he got up.
Oh, good for him. He'll be back down in a second.
I don't
Just
think Beer
lame.
Fest is this weekend.
Well, don't ruin it for him, Marcos.
Okay, I'm
You know,
sorry.
we don't know, dude.
All right, sure. Yeah.
You know?
All right.
It's not.
I mean, who
Nah,
knows?
apparently not.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm going to cry.
We do have an excellent view.
We do have an excellent.
That
view.
is
It's
a
really
beautiful
cool.
view. Yeah.
I'm going to
Beautiful
make my
view.
own beer fest here.
You go,
Really?
girl. She just said
You guys
she's
could,
gonna
You
use
drinking
this.
all different kinds of beer?
She just
You
found
know
out there
I
was a
like my
beer
dark
garden.
beer.
Dark beer?
When
It has
does,
If I get lost, catch me a beer garden.
When does Skip Schumacher hold court with the media? He does that from the
Ooh.
dugout. I always like that with a manager, a Skip. You know, you sit in the dugout, you take some questions, and then you go play some ball. What? Why are you huffing and buffing? I don't understand. You're not enjoying baseball today?
I am enjoying baseball.
You got your popcorn?
I'm
You
doing
live-
all baseball stuff.
You do. You're gonna
This
get
is
some
great.
some Cracker Jack?
No,
No? You
No,
don't like the caramel? Too much?
no, I gave it up. I got 10 more days.
That's true. Easter is almost here. Easter is almost here. We'll take a quick break. You guys can get us at 305-567-0560. Text that get driven by Kendall Toyota and West Kendall Toyota. Back with more after this.
All right. I have a very special announcement. Are you guys listening? Marcos, are you even there?
Yes.
We are live from Lone Depot Park.
Nice.
And guess who just made an appearance?
Who is it? I need to know.
I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh,
Are you ready for
man.
this? Leroy, are you ready for this?
Oh man.
Tobin, are you ready for this?
I am ready for this.
Oh, all right. All right. Presenting
No. Opening day. Live from Lone Depot Park. Yeah. We got the Slim Jims. We got it all happening here for us. For those destiny New York Mets who have walked into town. This is what I'm talking about. The greatest day of the year. And we're finally here with my guy, Leroy. It was a bit of a stretch, but we're here, everybody. The Sandman's on the bump today. And we got this old, washed-up Max Scherzer. He doesn't know what's going to hit him because the Sandman's coming out here. Time is running out on the Sandman. He's got the time running out on the Mets. He doesn't even know. Coming in here, defending Cy Young winner. The Marlins fan doesn't even know what's going to hit him today. Too much. We got a whole new stacked lineup with Luis Arias coming in here. He's going to be leading things off. He's going to be taking it from the left side. You know what they call him? They got him. He is the batting champion. Got it coming for you. Not only that, we got a guy right behind him at the corner. Mean Gene Segura. All happening for us. You want a Slim Jim?
No, I think meat in a plastic wrap is the most disgusting thing in the world.
Slim Jims are delicious. Very, very good. Keeps you nutritious. I heard you were hungry.
Not that hungry.
Come
that
on,
was so nice of
Leroy.
him.
It really
Come
was.
on, man.
I brought you a snack.
How
Snap into
old
a
are those Slim Jims?
Slim Jims are ageless.
See?
It's jerky.
Ageless.
Dude.
Is there
He
an
been using
expiration on
he been
this?
using those
Fire.
Slim Jims for props for 5 years.
It's not true. I'm going to give these out to the people today. We're going to see people out here.
God.
If you
Oh,
want
that's
to,
nice.
Macho's out here. We're going to be going over there to the terrace. We're going to be on the
Look at all
Jumbotron.
the people over there already.
We got people over there. I don't know where those people came from, but it's all happening. We got this thing. This team together. The best Marlins team put together this side of 2003.
Don't
We
say
got
it.
Jorge Soler Power coming together. He's going to fuel this big bounce back season for Jorge. Okay? Then we got Jazz Chisholm cleaning things up. He's going to be roaming out in center field. Sweet jazz music is going to be coming all around. Where's Keith Hernandez? Where is he?
Where is he?
Does he know how to say
I
Jazz
saw him.
Chisholm's name yet?
I saw him.
Does he know? Where's
I
not
saw
only
Keith
that,
Hernandez.
This is going to be
I
big.
saw
I wanna get
Tommy,
his name's correct.
Tommy Hutton,
Where-
and Craig Mish.
Tommy Hutton's a great legend. Way better broadcaster than Keith Hernandez.
Did he tell you to stop the quibbling?
Yes.
Did he tell us? Did he?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's all right. Who is that?
Chaz Chisholm.
Get it right, Keith Hernandez.
Chaz
You better
Chisholm.
know who the Marlins center fielder is. He's going to be the guy who's going to be batting left and right, chasing balls down over there at Old O'Malley. He's going to be having a victory Slim Jim on old Triple M here. And not only that, we got ourselves Joey Wendell taking over at shortstop for Jazz Chisholm. And you know what they call him? Oh, that Joey Wendell's? The old Big Batting Classic with Little Frosty. It's a work in progress. A work in progress. And not only that, don't forget we got Cooper Loop coming back. The Coop is loose. No further questions, Mean Gene. I'm out of here. No further questions.
Hey, why are you leaving?
He said we don't
He
respect
literally
baseball.
just left. That's messed up.
Dang, you know, I wish Tobin would have got a chance to see that in person, though.
I think he is.
He's probably the one in the
I
bathroom.
think he was the one in the bathroom. This poop game
Yeah.
has been.
Hey,
Poop gate.
let me tell you
covered.
something.
Yeah.
Marcos.
Yes, sir.
Not for nothing.
Yeah.
But we almost had to get.
Hey,
Oh, Tobin. He just missed
We-
you
it.
just missed it.
What
we
happened?
almost had to get
Tobin.
CSI up here.
What happened?
That's how bad it was.
Tobin, you
I
just
wouldn't go
missed it, man.
CSI Miami to get up here and investigate.
You're
Like,
still trying to investigate that poop?
it was, dude, it smelled like a dead
To
body
be
was
honest, I
bit.
think it was you. You missed
Yeah.
Macho Marlins Man.
Really?
You
He
did.
hasn't
He
been
was
around.
just here, dude. He was just
Wow.
here. Yeah.
Hmm.
Giving out Slim Jims. Can you believe it or not? He was actually giving them out.
Leroy
Is
did
that where
not
these
get
came
them.
from? Is that where
Yeah.
these came from?
He
Yeah.
throwing it down.
No, why not? I don't eat, dude.
Come on.
I
I
thought
like
he was hungry.
raw
Never
meat
good enough for you, dude.
to cook meat to eat meat. I'm not going in preservative meat direction. Like we or what's that show that comes on where they eat the anything? Naked and Afraid.
Tobin, do you consider those Slim Jims cooked?
That is a
No.
good question.
They're smoked. They're cooked.
Actually, I've never
Those
seen a
aren't
Slim Jim in my
They're
life.
cooked.
They're
Let
not.
me see.
They're not
And I
cooked
see it
because they're
up
not
close.
hot.
Wait. Because they're
That's
not.
what I was like.
hot.
That's what I
Dude.
was getting. Yep,
That is not true.
that's what I was getting at.
Did you hear that, Marcos? So you've never ate cold pizza?
I have had cold pizza.
Is it cooked?
No, it's cold pizza. You know what cooked pizza is? Pizza.
Hot pizza. Yeah, no,
No,
trust me.
cold
guys.
pizza is
Hot
cooked,
Minus
dude.
Hot pizza is redundant.
Really?
Yeah, it's redundant.
Cold pizza is cooked.
What if a place only sold cold pizza? Would they do well?
No.
Yes,
No, they wouldn't.
I think they would.
Because that means you got to take a perfectly fresh pizza
Yeah.
and age it.
Yeah, just leave it out for a little bit. Just
Like
leave it
some
out.
of some of those places that sell
slices, yeah.
that them slices be sitting up underneath that heat for a while.
I'm guilty
They've been,
of
they've
selling
been
whole
there.
slices.
Yep. Like them chicken wings at 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, those are sketch.
By the way, speaking of chicken wings,
Yep.
this man has popcorn under his seat.
How, Leroy?
Hey,
Take it
because
easy.
let me explain something to you.
Hold on. Don't yank off your wires.
Let me explain something to
Be
you.
careful with this one.
Once you get to the bottom of the bag, the kernels, the little popcorns are so small. So when I go in, you might get a couple of loose ones.
Man,
Excuses.
have
You
we
can have this
have
back.
we heard anything from Houston in a while there, Marcos? It's okay if we haven't. I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing
So
anything.
wait a minute.
You're not missing anything. my
Serving
friend.
size, 1/3 of the stick.
Yeah, so 3 servings.
That's 400 calories
So
for an imaginary piece of meat.
not cooked.
I've seen
It's
somebody
cooked.
in the studio just eat that all in one.
They
sitting.
all eat them.
Mhm.
I feel attacked.
It wasn't you, actually.
We did have Mattress Mack on earlier in the show. He was coming to us live from Westwood One's NCAA Final Four Radio Row, which is brought to you by Monster.com. Monster.com can help you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. It's time to get off the bench. Go to Monster.com and win the job hunt. We are, it looks like the whole crew's starting to get out here, Leroy. We got the warm-ups going on right now. You
They're
know?
going to talk to Skip because I see a couple of the media people that were up here.
You see them venturing on down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go.
Oh, wait. Listen, look at all the baseball people for the Marlins out, and then the Mets just have a little social gathering.
Yeah, because I don't think they do batting practice first. I think the Marlins do. So they're probably just doing a little long toss action. I see Johnny Cueto.
Is that the dude doing the high knees?
No, Johnny Cueto's the dude with the long hair with the blue blue glove. Right there in the middle. See? Wind up. That's Johnny Cueto. He's got the ambulance souped up with all the speakers. Epic entrance for Johnny Cueto to his Marlins career. It really was.
That's pretty cool. He came in an ambulance?
Yeah, he has this ambulance that's like souped up with speakers for music.
I like that.
And they brought it here for his first press conference, and it was epic. He danced all the way from center field to the mound.
All right.
Yep.
That buys you
At least
a
he's
year
getting
or
some
two.
exercise in.
Dude, you got to stop
What
fat
is
shaming the
going
pitchers. I
on
got to
with
say,
that?
it's very unbecoming.
Wow.
It's very unbecoming.
I'm just saying.
Jesus.
I'm just Johnny Cueto is a thick dude.
Huh?
He's a thick dude.
Yeah.
All right.
But you
It's not fat shaming.
it is when you say, oh, at least he's getting some exercise. Like you want me to sit here with the Slim Jims going, but
I do. Listen,
it's not nice.
it's not nice.
It's not nice.
What? I didn't state anything that wasn't factual.
Dude, it does, like nobody like why are you going to a guy who's been that long in the league, been that successful?
I didn't see one has nothing to do with the other for me.
Yeah,
like me saying he's a little poorly does not take away from what I think he is as a baseball player.
But you also adding the cutting adjective a little portly. Like you don't have to say that.
I didn't
He's
say
been
he was
effective.
fat.
What are you saying? What are you saying though?
I said his BMI is slightly above what the normal person that
So you're
that
saying
height would be.
his ERA lower than his BMI? Is that what you're trying to say?
I would hope so. BMI would be the number of home runs you want one of your players to have.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You've been doing this now since spring training.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I just, yeah. Okay.
Where's our boy Puck? Is he out there? That dude's slim.
Yeah. I don't see any slim guys, like the tall slim guys, or maybe it's my eyes are deceiving me.
Leroy also
My
skinny
eyes
shames too, though. So be careful.
No, I don't.
You see that
Just because I said Dan Day was built like a Triscuit, that didn't mean like
said he was built like a mayonnaise sandwich.
no,
Jesus.
that might be thicker. Like, no, dude.
Looks like it's flaring up outside though.
Thankfully, it was very
It
dark.
was dark and
it's dark.
And everybody was coming in with
Now
umbrellas.
you're able to see the buildings a
Yeah.
lot clearer.
Yeah, can you give us a weather update, Leroy, from the Besman and Dover Law
Please
Firm?
do.
Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Unfortunately, I can't see nothing, but I will go ahead on
Put
this.
your hand on the glass.
I can't. Oof, no. I'm gonna say it's probably like right around 80, 82 degrees. The winds are light, and I'm trying to think the last place I saw a plane taking off, but I'm guessing this time of year the wind starts coming mostly out of the east. But and it's we're in the evening. A front is coming through. I don't know if it's through yet, but until it comes through, there's going to be rain every evening as all that stuff builds over the ocean.
What do we got, Marcos? How did he do?
You guys are in Little Havana, right?
Yeah.
So it is 76 degrees with thunderstorms over there. Wind is coming out of the east northeast at 12 miles per hour. And yeah, you got a lot of rain going on today. 99% cloud coverage.
Now, sounds like we got a roof closed opening day.
Love it.
Well,
Which doesn't matter. You want to know something? Still pretty good.
How much you think it costs to because whether you open roof or not, you're still going to have the AC on.
I don't know.
So
Probably costs a lot, dude.
I mean,
Probably costs a lot. Those look like very big AC ducts. Those things are cold, too. If you ever sat up there, they right on you. Right on you, dude.
that's why I brought my little
Your little hoodie.
yeah. Just
You look
in
very.
case.
are you cold?
No, but it's really light. It's nothing.
Where do you want to
I'm
watch
not
the
a
game?
sleeves
You gonna
girl.
go watch the game over there in the terrace?
Huh?
You want to watch the game up here? You gonna watch it in the terrace? What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Where are you going to be? I know, obviously.
But here's
you
the
have stuff
problem.
you
I don't
need to
know.
do.
I'm gonna be
Here's,
all over the place.
here's the problem. If I watch it from here, I have all my stuff with me.
I got you.
If I watch it somewhere else, I got to tote all my stuff around.
I got you. It's a good place to keep your stuff for sure.
Right.
For sure. All right, we'll take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming on up. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM, live from Lone Depot Park as the Marlins are getting set to take on the New York Mets. We appreciate the Marlins for having us out here today. We're having a lot of fun, enjoying the atmosphere, the vibes.
yeah.
Great day.
It has been a great day so far, J Fig.
I see. Look, we're doing some striders now.
Little sprint action.
Yeah.
All
They've
right.
actually been doing that already.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Previously.
Tobin and Leroy.
And I was tired of him being here anyway.
WQAM. sheep. What's up, black sheep? Know not who I am or when I'm coming, so you sleep. Wasn't in my realm or wasn't in your sphere. Knew not who I was, but listen here. Press P-R-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If it's all right with you, I'll rip this head.
Welcome back, everybody.
Perfect timing, baby.
Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. What's
Getting
perfect
ready
timing?
for you.
What's getting ready for me?
They started bringing food out.
Oh, you're gonna.
You almost lost me for a segment.
I feel like I've lost you the whole show. That's all you've been
What?
going. Every break, you've been like, "When is it coming out?"
They kind of stopped us actually.
They stopped you from taking food.
Well, from the Coke machine.
Is the guy was fixing it? There's no
Yeah.
power.
But like they were looking at us because we were ready to.
Oh yeah.
Get on the
Hey,
phone.
now-
can you guys not embarrass the show, please? Can we please
not.
be
It's Leroy.
professionals?
Impossible.
They brought out
He dropped
cilantro
it.
rice.
Leroy.
Shirts. Well, okay, hold on. What? I didn't know there was cilantro.
Cilantro
around.
rice.
Cilantro rice.
Well,
Second
hold
you
on.
finish that show,
I'll be
get
right
over
there.
here.
Hold on one second.
Hey,
No, but I'm a peruse. I'm
We
not.
lost the producer.
I don't
are-
want that.
you are a peruser.
I don't want that. They just
It
got
looks
chicken.
really good.
It's just rice.
Platanitos maduros.
There's
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow, this is a good
There's
stuff.
so many choices. This place is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
It is gorgeous.
Right.
We're live from Lone Depot Park. Opening day is coming up.
Opening day.
It is opening day.
Yeah.
Marlins, Mets, 4:10 first pitch, and we are high on our perch here in media, the media floor, one of the press boxes. It's a really cool view. They're about to start some infield practice right now. as
Bet
they
you
are
can't tell which one's
getting
Jazz. You know he's got a white headband on. Come on.
It is. I like the double shoes over there by that guy. That's a great look.
What are you? I can't see anything.
It's not. Is it double shoes? Because is it double shoes? Because sometimes
Or different on the inside than the outside. I
Right,
don't know.
right. Sometimes they start doing that too.
Whatever.
With basketball shoes, they do it.
Oh, I see that now. Okay.
No, they're two different
I
shoes.
see it.
It's gonna be it's gonna be an exciting day, man.
Gonna
This
be
is-
fun.
This is one of those sports holidays. We got so much, we've been following the ins and outs of Panthers and Heat. It feels like day in and day out since the football season.
Who
has
doesn't
ended.
like a good fungo?
Who doesn't love a good fungo? But today is like you got some sports holidays coming on up between opening day and Final Four this weekend. Some real special sports gems.
This is like the Super Bowl 2.0. I don't know. What are you doing?
It's the Super Bowl 2.0.
2.0.
You
I
heard
feel
her,
like this is
dude.
super- I feel-
No,
It's like the Super Bowl feeling.
She
you
said
know,
what
it's
she
the first
said.
Let's
day.
see
an event. I got
So
you.
Okay,
let's
that's just how I feel
let's
right now.
list
Let
these-
me be.
let's list these and as far as order of like enormity.
Okay.
So Super Bowl's one.
Yep.
Are you gonna go NBA Finals or Final Four?
I mean, I'm an NBA fan, but I would say the prestige of Final Four is higher. It
Right.
feels like in some
I'm just like
ways.
an event.
Yeah, just an event.
And so then it would go basketball, then baseball, in the order of like, as far as if you ask the average fan, right? Part of it has to do with the series too. So I'm not gonna. And where the Stanley Cup? Now I will say this: the Stanley Cup playoffs as a whole
Mhm.
is like better than a couple of those sports.
Yeah, I just think there's something about opening day that's just like,
Now, opening day is in baseball is unlike any other sport.
yeah,
Like, you
it's
don't get this same
it's a
feeling for
Like
football.
it feels like a holiday.
Right.
It just feels different than other stuff. I don't know if it's just a new beginning feeling because look, it's going to be a lot of games. I mean, look, they just you change the pitch clock, you change some rules. It's still 162 games. It's a grind. It's a long,
Yep.
long time. So there's something. It is cool to individualize, something like this as the start of the season. That brings it a little prestige, a little special. Which is, I think, it's probably why people love the World Baseball Classic so much. You have these high stakes, one game eliminations. If baseball could bottle up, it's just impossible. That's not what the sport is. The sport is series and consistency and the grind of it all. So,
Right.
But today is one of those days that definitely stands out. And listen. I've cut school for opening days before.
I would say this: that one of the things I would change in baseball,
Skipper.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
good
do tiebreaker, not have teams play that extra game because they're tied. Series wins.
Just over the season.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Because that's kind of how they do it with every sport. They do either head to head or conference or division.
Yep.
Baseball doesn't do that. They go tie.
I skipped the year it was the 04 opening day J-Fig. I skipped because I wanted to see the banner get raised.
Wow. I've never been to an opening.
It was worth
day.
it.
I've been to a bunch.
Aesop Choi went deep.
That's why.
But I
feel
only
like-
I went mostly. I went to let's see. I went to the first Marlins game.
Yep, I did too.
I have a bunch of books from it.
That's cool.
But I've gone to a bunch of Indians home openers. Some were a little bit sketchy.
I was at the opening day where
Love sketchy
Emilio
places.
Bonifacio hit it inside the park home run.
He was fast.
Those are
He
the
was really
best.
fast. Oh,
Those
dude.
are the best, dude.
No,
Into
my
that
favorite
alley.
is when the guy tries to stretch something out, like first to home, and he rounds third base and falls on his face.
I was not here for the opening of this park.
Why
That
is
was
that
a
your
bit
favorite?
something. With
Huh?
Oh yeah, that would have been something.
I like comedy in sports.
Yeah, we had Stanton.
Oh, this
then,
is,
so that would have been nice.
Was that opening day where they brought out Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, I wasn't there for that.
Oh,
With
goodness.
with the flamenco dancers and
Yeah.
everything over the top that Lorio was trying to do back then. I wasn't at
Yeah.
that one. I wanted to be, but I wasn't. But I went to, I got to go. I think that first weekend I took my grandfather because my grandfather took me to the first game. So it was like some symbiosis there or something, whatever. What do they call that? Full circle. They're looking at me like that. Problem?
What year did it?
This was 2012, I think. Was the first year.
Isn't it like fluid?
Wow.
That's photosynthesis, dude.
No, symbiotic.
That's psilocybin.
fluid. Symbiotic fluid.
Oh
This is fluid, dude.
-1.
It's not. -1.
It is -1.
You were wrong.
No, I don't think I was.
Really?
-1.
Are you thinking of symbiote from Venom?
Yes.
Yeah, samesies.
That's an alien.
Well, that's what he said. Is he's also that's the same as him bringing his grandfather to a baseball game. Symbiotic.
Can you talk into your microphone?
What's going on here?
Well, here's what happened. We went down to get a nice cold beverage, and it wasn't available. So then I immediately brought my attention to the food, and all they brought out was rice at the time.
Nice.
So then I said, you know what? Just to piss Tobin off, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. However,
Why would that piss me
Why
off?
would that piss him off?
when I start getting but
Dude, listen. if
then
you-
J-Fig,
I'm not
she
like
doesn't drink coffee. She drinks chocolate milk. She put 17 creams,
No,
25
I
sugar.
didn't. I put 2.
dude. What are you criticizing how people drink their coffee for? It's right there with
I know.
fat. You
You can
don't
do
even-
whatever you want.
You don't even drink the coffee.
I do drink it. I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink this.
You're gonna be addicted again.
You should see
No.
how much things he dropped in the hallway.
He's just doing this because he can't have the sweets.
He
He really
dropped
wants.
a bunch of
He really wants to go to that M&M pouch. That's what he
I
wants to
saw
go
it.
to.
M&M
I saw it.
I thought that was gonna break. it.
M&M's, and then they had the little cookies, but it was for ice cream.
Ah,
So
Yeah,
once
those
you see
are
it's for
topping-
ice
there's a
cream,
topping bar.
once I
here.
see it for ice cream, I lose all interest in it.
you're out.
Yeah,
Why?
because I'm like,
The ice cream hasn't been
Here.
out yet.
What if it's in the
you know what I
hallway?
use ice cream for? I specifically use ice cream
As a
for
side.
one. No,
For pie.
for any yes,
So aside.
a la mode.
Yeah.
If you say a la mode, ooh, what kind of ice cream you got? Right, that's it. And I love ice cream with bread pudding, peach cobbler, blueberry cobbler, pecan pie.
That's just ice cream?
Yeah,
Mm.
you can't do ice cream with sweet potato pie. Got to do whipped
What about
cream.
potato pie?
No, sorry,
Hey,
but mostly pie.
Dave and Buster's Mother's back just in time for Hoops Tournament Hysteria. We've got your chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave and Buster's. Go to WQM.com and enter on the contest page. If you win, you can go to Dave and Buster's with your gift card and have a party. All on us and Dave and Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave and Buster's in Hollywood. On your headlines, which are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. J-Fig stole my truck.
The Marlins are getting set to take on the New York Mets. That gets going at
They just started to
4:10.
get going.
We're about to start batting practice, which is exciting. You know,
I gotta tell you,
what?
There's a lot more prep time for a baseball game than a football game, which is amazing.
Yeah, I would say so. They get there because what are we talking? We're talking 3 hours before they're about to take some cuts.
Yeah. We don't do it. We go out like I would probably get to the stadium about 11, get taped up, put the pants on with a shirt, then go run around, do some stretching. Running backs would do some stuff. Then we go back in at like 11:30. I'd have to catch some punts and some stuff like that. And the team would come out at 12. We go back in at like 12:30 and then come out like 5 to 1. That's it.
It's a fascinating thing to see them all warm up like this.
Right.
And, if you guys are on YouTube right now, you guys can see the look on the field, the view that we have going on right now.
A lot of chit-chatting, though.
A lot of chatter.
A lot of stuff going on in the Budweiser section.
Yeah, what is going on?
Yes, that's what I'm
over
saying.
It's a whole
Are they letting
party.
fans in already?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if they're fans or VIPs or
Or
what's going on.
Budweiser.
Because sometimes they'll let people in early to like watch BP.
Yeah, they used to do it all the time. Remember?
What a beautiful field.
I mean, McGuire and Sammy Sosa, when they were going at it,
Dude.
that was like the thing.
And on Twitch, Dolphin Kane. Don't be so sensitive.
Wow.
Twitchers think I forgot them. Jeez.
Wow.
You're OGs.
-1.
I appreciate it. You know? Hi again, everybody. Dave Van Horn here alongside
Hey,
my.
I just talked to T Hut.
I wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Yes, he said it.
I will say I did see Rich Waltz. It was a picture of Tommy Hutton. He looked like a picture for opening day, like they did professional shots.
Right.
And Rich Waltz did This Makes Me Smile. I was like, two kings. I remember that.
Oh, they're not even really swinging that hard.
Hey, dude, they're taking some warm-up cuts. It's batting practice.
Okay, now I'm
get
used
it
to seeing
going after
bad
your
practice
second
when they
round.
used to hit it into the upper deck.
They're going to after the next round. They will.
Oh, so this is warm-up cuts and they go back through it
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, they go through it. And they'll usually try and go the other way or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
That's all happening for us, baby. Look at this.
Who's up now?
Let me see. That's Coop. Koopa Loop.
I gotta tell you, he's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah, he's a moose.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a
Garrett
moose.
Cooper sounds like a little guy, right? I'm just saying. If you say, "My name's,"
because his name's Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett sounds like a
Wow.
Yeah, Garrett can light it up, dude. So I don't know.
A lot of cages
lot
to
of
protect
kids.
folks.
Hey, head on a swivel. Head on a swivel. We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Previously.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Coming you
to heat it for you on 560 WQAM. Miami Heat losers yesterday. Sergey Bob Over-Fivovsky says 50 minutes of turd talk.
No, we did that.
We've done that, man.
With the criminal.
We have. Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, I forgot. Have you any theories?
I don't know, but they closed the door, so I wasn't the only one who thought that. They did. They shut the bathroom door.
Listen,
Yes.
the Heat have been disappointing for sure. They lost to the New York Knicks yesterday.
Are they more disappointing because
they make me sad?
We expected them to be something that they really never were this year, and so we're kind of projecting what we thought they would be against what they actually are. Because if we didn't know this team and we just evaluated them for what they did this year, we'd say they're an average team.
I'm not saying what's happening isn't surprising, but it is disappointing. Like, I think that,
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, I'm completely bewildered. Like, it honestly makes all the sense in the world. They are where they are if you've watched this season,
Right.
but it doesn't make it suck any less.
Like, we've been waiting for making the comments about, okay, let's just get a week. Let's just do this. Let's just do that. And they've never been able to do it. And we've never even accepted the fact that maybe they can't. We always said, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And I think that's more disappointing that instead of taking what we saw, we're talking like there's something that should be there that isn't. And maybe it's not.
Yeah, it might not be. This just might be one of those years. The question is going to be though, like, if this does flame out, where do they go from here?
Tell you exactly where they go. One of those three guys is gone.
Yep.
Because you don't have any picks. That's the only way you can upgrade.
I mean, they have picks. They just, they won't. Oh, do they have a pick next year? I don't know. They might.
I think Jovic.
Oh, Jovic. I mean, geez.
Like what?
Well, he has a bad back.
I know. I understand this, but can I just say, there's a few guys on their team that play well in any environment you put them in, other than on this roster. Because those guys go to Skyforce, and granted, I know it's the Skyforce, but buckets is buckets. Buckets is buckets. And I've never met a guy that was a bona fide scorer at a certain level, and he couldn't score in some capacity elsewhere.
I do think for Jovic, I think it was a case of I don't think they expected a lot out. I think they really did take him as a project. I mean, you did take him late in the first round. A lot of the time, those guys are projects.
Yeah, but he's been playing.
Giannis was a project.
He played. This kid has played with men longer than some of the guys they have on the roster.
Yeah, but you still got to know, like it's almost like in basketball, you still need to know the defensive system. You still need to know what Spo's, doing. You can't be completely lost out there. Now, does he have a much tighter leash with the young bigs than he does with the young guards? Yeah, I feel like he does, but I think it's also a more complex ask. And then the thing that's disappointing is, he had this back thing that flared up. We really haven't seen him since the 2 year basically. So that's been definitely a tough element to this, but I don't think anybody's going into the next year and saying, what is Jovic going to give us? Like, that's the thing that's disappointing. We've gotten really no look into what he can be this year. And I think that's a little disappointing.
I just say, with the way this season has gone, I think even some of the organization in Spo just kind of thought that this thing was going to turn around. We're going to get a good week, and
I still
we're
think
going
he
to be
thinks
okay.
that. Like when he says the things that he says, I don't know if he says that because he feels better about just not showing weakness or not showing frustration, or if he genuinely means it, because he always does this stuff. Like he has been there with, we know the answers to the test. People don't see it, but we're turning it around. And I'm just like, at some point you got to accept what you are, or you have to shake some things up. And there aren't many choices because they've gone this way. We have 5 games left, but I mean, man, you have a losing streak like this and you're going to try the same thing over and over again. Seems a little bit pointless.
Yeah, I just think that they have some guys that could maybe do stuff for you, but either you don't trust them or something along those lines. And I'm like, but they didn't ask to be brought here. So if you don't trust him, then develop him in a way so that you can trust him.
You talking about with what, like Jovic?
Jovic with Yurts, Big Yurt. Like Big Yurt gets out there and he does standing for 3 minutes.
It was a tough situation for him. Like,
no,
look,
it was.
Admittedly, like you're getting dropped into the middle of a playoff run.
Right.
You're going to be basically playing 2 5-minute stretches to back up Bam, and you got to play like what they want is they want him to go play like Cody Zeller, balls to the wall, get me 6 rebounds and 4 points, and call it a day. That's what they want. And if he doesn't do that, then I don't think they're going to trust him to do the other stuff.
See, but that's just
now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just think that's how he's going about it.
No, right. No, I got you. I get it. I just think you got a lot of guys who
one track. Nope, gone. Gene Segura goes and touches them all.
But they go like smooth swings, then they go like porn hacks.
Yeah.
We're on the porn hack stage right now.
I love it. It is fun. We appreciate the Marlins having us out here.
Really, yeah, it's really cool.
Apparently the some baseball's got underway. Aaron Judge went deep in his first at bat of the season, so picking up where he left off last year. And meanwhile, appreciate earlier in the show we had Mattress Mack join the program from Westwood One's NCAA Final Four Radio Row, which has been brought to you by CDW for cloud mobility security and data center solutions. Turn to CDW people who get it. So we will look to have more shenanigans coming out from Houston tomorrow.
Coffee is terrible.
Just in general.
Yeah.
You just don't like it.
Yeah. I tried to take
I don't really, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not a huge coffee guy either. I don't drink it for taste. I like it like gruel. Like the nastier the better for me. Like I drink a full thing, Cafe Bustelo, no sugar. The jets fire off, dude. But my mind, and that's what I want it for. I'm not like, that's one of the few things. I should probably go about the rest of my food like I do coffee. I'd probably be a lot thinner. Like I should go and be like, I should do that with vegetables. But I love meat and cheese.
It is pretty good.
It's good, dude. So what am I supposed to do?
Anyway, he said I should do that with vegetables. Nah,
but
who am I kidding?
What am I kidding? I just, one thing's enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one thing at a time, but that's how I go about coffee. Maybe every once in a while I'll sprinkle a little something, and then to treat myself, I'll go to Starbucks and get me like a hot white mocha or something like that. But what are you looking at me like that for? You had it at the cart. Don't look at me like that.
No,
White
I did
mochas
not.
are
You had
good.
a caramel macchiato, dude. That's way
What's
softer
that?
than white mocha.
Whoa! Sounds softer.
That's not what I had.
Caramel
What'd you have?
macchiato.
Coffee.
No, you didn't.
I
You
didn't
had-
know you
you had
drizzled some.
fancy pants coffee.
It was a fancy cart.
Leroy,
Don't judge me.
I don't even
Don't
do
look down
that.
upon my white mocha. I won't look
What?
down upon your macchiato.
Wait, J-Fig, that was not necessary. Nobody needs to hear. I don't even do that.
Wow.
She doesn't
Yeah.
even do
I
that though,
don't.
because she's
You
tough.
put 37 sugars in your coffee.
Why do you keep
Yeah.
adding numbers? I put 2.
That was 2 creams and then 2 sugar. It looks like chocolate milk.
It was okay. I'm done.
Oh man.
Other than coffee, Leroy, I know you saw the rice,
It was cilantro rice.
which is pretty good. That's Chipotle rice.
I do.
I don't
do
like rice.
enjoy cilantro rice.
I tried up
Okay,
board rice.
Leroy, I am done with what you don't
What?
like, dude. You don't
He
like
doesn't like
anything,
anything.
dude.
He doesn't
No,
like
like
anything,
anything
but
like
I
that.
You want to know why I don't
I
like
a lot of
rice?
things.
Why?
Let me explain to you why I don't like rice.
Sure.
Okay, here's why I don't like rice.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, rice in the hood is a cutting agent. So you eat rice to stretch food. So
Yeah.
even for breakfast, my mom would mix rice with eggs when she scrambled the eggs.
That's
And
delicious.
so you have egg and rice to stretch it out. So when I left New Orleans, I'm like, the hell with rice.
I'm not laughing at you being poor, by the way. I'm
Seems
laughing
like
at
it was.
Schmeeth and Schmolnick, who says you stick your pinky out while drinking coffee.
No, I don't. What are we doing?
This house says Mac Jones is a white mopa. They don't say he's a gold mine.
No, they don't.
They don't say he's a gold mine.
Copper.
I got actually, Like Mac Jones is going through a little bit of what Flores was doing to Tua. Like it feels like
Not
Belichick-
really.
It kind of feels like Belichick rats up and ship his ass.
No, but guess what? He's gotten all the opportunities to do different. He didn't get replaced. He didn't do any
Fair.
of that. Right? So if he thinks that
They had that that Bailey Zappi for like a game.
right, if he thinks that for a full season, I'll give you that. Right? But at no point in time did Mac Jones do anything that Tua did despite what they were doing to him. Right? Tua had, even his rookie year, he had some spurts where you go, wow, look at the accuracy. So, no.
Guy says Bo doesn't play drafted players. Takes him a while, that's for sure. The only guy I can really remember him going right to, honestly, was Tyler. Even Bam. Bam was in that reserve role because they had Hassan. So
Right.
Bam was in that balls to the wall, play hard defense, and didn't really get his chance till Hassan was out of here. Trying to think.
Cajun rice. No such thing. You talking about dirty rice or jambalaya.
I like dirty rice
Let me tell you something about jambalaya.
and jambalaya.
The rice is merely a vessel to tote the sausage, the shrimp, and all the other stuff.
I love this guy's shoes.
Where?
In the box.
Huh?
In the box.
The box.
In the batter's box.
Oh, the two different color shoes?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool. Look. I would take advantage if I was an athlete. I'd have the funkiest shoes.
Yeah, if they were comfortable. Comfort is the key.
You taking another shot at Reebok?
Huh?
You taking another shot at Reebok?
No, some guys like that. I just have bad feet. So I was a little more finicky with my shoes than most.
What about you, Marcos? What do you do for your web feet?
He wears just flips. can't,
Do you wear water shoes?
he can't wear flip flops because they don't
Just wear flippers.
flips.
We'll take a quick break. But first, if you guys want to go see the Heat and their regular season finale, got 2 pairs of tickets to the Orlando Magic Heat game, 1 o'clock on Easter Sunday. If you guys want to go, callers 4 and 5 right now to our line, 305-567-0560. That's 305-567-0560. Callers 4 and 5 will get a pair of tickets to Heat Magic on Easter Sunday.
Did you hit the sauce last break?
What do you mean?
Sound like you were kind of
Slurring? I don't know. But yeah, if you guys want to go to Heat and Magic coming up, 1 o'clock start on Sunday the 9th, the day after UFC 287. Call right now to 305-567-0560 and you can win.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Were you in flip flops?
No, I was in my frog socks.
I just call those socks.
There was
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you live from Lone Depot Park.
Yes, sir.
As we are getting ready for Marlins.
A lot of
and Mets
standing around.
Opening day going on. A lot of people not shagging baseballs out there, Leroy. Got it going on. Marcos, how are things on the home front there?
Excellent, sir. I'm holding things down. You guys would be proud of me.
I am. I'm always proud of you, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate that. Except for that
Aw.
one time.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Dorbs.
Are you ready to get to Goosey's No Goosey's, Marcos?
Indeed, I am. You guys ready for
All
topic
right.
number 1?
What do we have for Goose's Loose?
Number 1, big money baller and the furniture store Robin Hood. Mattress Mack. His interview earlier. Tobin, I'll start with you. Goosey's or no Goosey's for that?
I gotta tell you, I didn't know how that was gonna go with Mattress Mack, but Mattress Mack, he gave me the Goosies. He gave me the Goosies, dude. Between the work he's doing for FAU. If you guys didn't hear our interview with him, I appreciate Danny Rabinowitz in Houston for setting that up. He was Goosey's. He's setting up families with FAU to come enjoy it. He's rooting for a Canes FAU championship game. He is basically the king of Houston, and he does a lot of philanthropic work. So really, you got the Goosies from Mattress Mack. What about you, Leroy?
Absolutely. When you think of it, all the things you hear about him, this guy just gambles ridiculous amounts of money and he does whatever. Then you hear the backstory and you're like, that's a cool thing. Every time he goes and makes a bet, if he wins that bet, whoever bought furniture gets the furniture for free and stuff like that. I think it's a cool thing. Everybody's interested in what this man is betting. He sounds like he really tries to give back.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm all for it.
What about you, Jay Fig? What do you think of Mattress Mack? Give you the Goosies that interview?
He's a great man. Goosey's.
What about you, Marcos?
Goosies. Clean sweep. Goosies.
Goosies. All right. What's number 2?
Topic number 2. You guys have a front row view for it. Opening day. Does that give you Goosies or no Goosies?
I always love opening day. Opening day gives me the Goosies, but this view today has given me Goosies galore. As a kid growing up, a Monster Marlins fan, getting the opportunity to do this today was pretty damn awesome. A sports bucket list. So that was really, really cool. So Goosies galore for old Tobes. What about you, Leroy?
It definitely exceeded what I was expecting because usually when we come to stadiums and stuff like that, we're in the underbelly of it.
Yeah.
And we got the best view in the house.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. What about you, J Fig?
Goosey's galore. This is my first opening day ever.
Goosey's
and
galore.
I've had a really good time. It's a
Mark,
great first experience.
You have a better time once we get some food in us.
So hungry, Marcos.
True.
What about you, buddy?
Nah, that's all right.
You'll have Goosey's later.
Goosey's for sure,
I'm
man. The view looks beautiful. The secondhand view looks beautiful. Marlins did a great job hooking us up. Thank you to them.
Ooh, little rocket, little piss whistle from Joey Wendell.
I don't like that. No, because his hands, you can't say that.
Don't say that.
Number 3.
Don't want to damper anybody's mood or anything, but Miami Heat. Goosies or no Goosies?
No Goosies.
Flaccid. No Goosies.
No Goosies. I like it. And it's not, I think it's more frustration. It's not like you're not a fan of the team, but they've been so frustrating.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
J-Fig?
I love my Miami Heat, but it's been a struggle. I am not embracing the struggle.
Yeah.
No
Marcos.
Goosies.
Meep, meep.
Oh, man. What's number 4, Marcos?
Number 4, Mike McDaniel calling our very own Tua a gold mine. Does that give you Goosies or no Goosies?
I watched this interview last night with him and Mike Silver, and it was Goosies galore, dude. I mean, honestly,
Goosies galore.
It was infringing on Gennady Golovkin territory. It didn't quite get there, but almost. And I feel like if it wasn't for the Heat loss while I was also taking that in, I would have gotten Triple G. But it was great. Really, really good. Leroy?
No.
Why not?
Here's why I don't.
No goosies.
You draft the guy 5th overall. You're supposed to have that feeling. So, like, him saying it is not anything new to this organization. They drafted him 5th because they felt that he could be something special.
Well, you know what happens when you give up on gold? I don't know, but there's something. I was wondering.
Waiting for it.
Nothing better than when you back your own self up into a corner.
Jay Fig, what about you? Did Mike McDaniels quote about Tua give you the goosies?
They will give me the goosies once I see some action.
Oh, all right. So you're just
No
not in a football
goosies.
mode right now.
In other words, no preemptive goosies like you. You get goosies for everything before anything happens.
Give me a nice smile. That's about it.
Technically, it did happen, though. He said it to Chris Greer. He was just relaying the story that before the season, he told Chris Greer we're sitting on a gold mine.
All right. Gotcha.
What about you, Marcos? Does that give you the goosies?
I'm going to say no because I already knew. I already knew we had a gold mine.
No goosies.
Not a shock for me.
They call you the miner.
They do. They do. I'm older now. I don't know if
And
they
finally,
see
Marcos, what's number 5?
Number 5. This one is not sports related, but I'm sure you guys have had your fair share of experiences with it. Easter egg hunts. Goosies or no goosies?
The goosies have been drained out of me when it comes to Easter egg hunts.
No
I'm mostly
goosies.
I'm more like the spotter, the fake spotter in the NFL now to just avoid concussion protocol because these kids will bump right into each other fighting over eggs. Especially like there's 2 types of Easter egg hunts. All right. You got Easter egg hunt where you're hiding a lot of stuff, right? And then you have an all-out frenzy Easter egg hunt where you're trying to grab as many eggs as possible and then see which one has the money in, the good prizes, the golden goose egg, if you will. And I gotta say that one doesn't give me goosies. I like a good Easter egg hunt where you really got to put in the work.
No
Leroy?
goosies.
Idiot. Well, like, what the hell are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying, dude? Like
You can't hide eggs in Florida.
Yeah,
You know what kind of crap lives in those woods and the bushes?
Oh, dude, no, you can hide some Easter eggs.
Do you know Leroy's backyard? From the things I've heard, no.
I could put a mean Easter egg hunt on at the Horde household.
No, they do. They go those kids are all up in those
But
woods.
do you ever see like these Easter egg hunts where they just do gauntlet like it's XFL coming after the football?
Yeah,
Those
it's-
kids are
it's
going
a
to have
free-for-all.
brain damage.
It's a free-for-all because some kids, listen, the amateur kids grab an egg and open it to see if the money's there.
Yep.
The veteran kids, they just get as many eggs as they can, then go in the corner and open it up.
That's what I used to do when I was a kid.
What
Just-
about you, Jay?
I didn't
Fig?
do Easter egg hunts.
If I was like, younger than 10 years old, I would have the goosies. But
As an adult, you do not have the gooses for Easter egg
as
hunts.
an adult, no. But as an adult, seeing kids do Easter egg hunts, but like little babies, I like that. It's cute.
She's right.
When you're like 5 years old, it's
you know what? I
adorable.
picture him at an Easter egg hunt, just like deboning little kids. That's my egg, kid.
Stiff
Look.
arm. Give him the
Yeah.
Heisman. Marcos, you got the goosies from Easter egg hunts. You will soon embark on your own fatherhood
Yeah.
Easter egg hunts.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you guys know this. I participate every year in the Pembroke Pines Regional Park Easter egg hunt competition. And
Dude, what don't you compete in?
Yeah, and
Like
there's
You have game night all over South Florida,
Mhm.
right? Like,
He just likes playing games.
I'm actually the back-to-back Easter egg champion, the Tri-County area.
yeah, that's because everybody else is under 8.
Well, you know what? Sign up your older kids. What do you want me to tell you? The competition, a little rough this year.
I will say this: when I was younger, they used to hide those things. Nowadays,
You know why they?
Put
You know
it in
why?
plain
Here,
sight.
you want me to tell you why they don't hide them as well? Because they want all the kids to get an egg. They don't want them to work for it. Every
for
kid
your
gets an
egg.
egg. Oh look, sweetie, there's an egg right over there. It's just sitting on the
So
table.
you do
Go
agree.
grab it.
Okay, so you do agree. You do like a good hiding of Easter eggs.
No,
You want them to work for it.
I want them to work for it, but at the same time, I would rather not. Like, yeah.
deserve it.
Who does the egg, the coloring of the eggs?
At my house?
Yeah, you do that?
No.
No?
People do that?
No. My wife does that.
Yeah, with the dye?
Yeah.
You don't do the egg, the boiled
Make a
eggs?
little,
You don't make Easter
some
eggs?
tie-dye eggs.
Never in my life have I done that.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't lived. Anyway.
Do you even know when Easter is? Because that is a staple of Easter.
It is an Easter staple.
Right. Yet more than
Well, I guess
more than
Hispanic families don't do that because I've never seen that.
because no, I would say no. Man, I was driving down Sunrise with my daughter, because I had to take her to the doctor. So we driving back and it's packed. So instead of going on 95, we just go down Sunrise. 3 roosters cross the street. Sunrise and 441.
That happens all the time.
Texter writes in, nothing gives Marcos the Goosies. He's stuck there while you guys are enjoying opening day. He's coming.
He's coming.
I don't know.
Here.
I don't know, man.
You're not
It is
coming?
pouring,
No, I'm definitely
though.
gonna go.
Oh, it's pouring. That's rain again?
It happens.
Oh, we
all
can't
over
even see
again.
downtown.
No.
No, man.
Such a nice view. It's gone.
Oh, the good news is hopefully our
Left
cars will
line?
still be there, but
Ooh.
we're parked close. We just got to bounce right across the street.
That is true.
So can we go drop our bag off and then come back?
I mean, you got a credential. I think you'll be okay, but I would ask them. I think you're good, though. It's not
Okay.
a ticket. It's a credential.
I know, dude. I'm just.
He's
Really
getting
just
aggressive.
ask questions.
He's getting aggressive.
I was trying to
Yes.
answer it.
No,
trying to-
you were very mean to me.
He's training for the Mets fans. Don't take it personally.
I guess. Well, I got to get hit by a stray.
He's getting in
Don't
the
hurt
zone.
Leroy.
Yeah.
He's fragile right now. He's hungry.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Got De La Cruz and Sanchez returning in the corner outfield positions. They can play all over. Chisholm is gonna start in center field.
6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
That's not Mike McDaniels' way.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.